I told you what?
You told me exactly what I just said. Okay. That's all I have to tell you. Good night.
Alright, bye. Good night.
Good night, world. Yes.
Yo, what's up, everybody? What you doing?
There it goes.
Mm-hmm. Everybody at on this lovely Mother's Day. What y'all got going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening. 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 Hmm. Like Chris Paul got into it with some Mav fans for pushing his mom and wife. Wonder what that was about. Let's check it out.
Phoenix Suns, Chris Paul, he did eventually foul out, but in the crowd, some Mavericks fans put their hands on his family, and Chris Paul took to Twitter saying, want to fine players for saying stuff to the fans, but the fans can put their hands on our family. F that. So what happened was, apparently there's some fans that you'll see in the video coming up getting ejected because they pushed Chris Paul's mother, and I posted on my main channel, Chaz NBA, Chris Paul telling security that they put their hands on his mother. But not only that, Chris Paul's wife was also pushed by some other fans, I think, I'm not sure if it was the same fans or other fans, but to make things worse, it was in front of their children, and it made Chris Paul's children feel very unsafe. But here are the fans getting ejected.
The disrespect, man. How y'all push a man? How y'all push a man mama? Push a guy. Y'all push a man mom and his wife in front of the kids on Mother's Day. You feel me? Y'all gonna do this on Mother's Day? Man, these fans are outrageous these days, man. That's why I really don't be caring about going to none of these sports events and things of that nature. Cause these new fans ain't what they used to be. These new fans are very disrespectful, man. Very much so disrespectful. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekend. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekend. I enjoyed mine. Most definitely enjoyed mine. It was a great weekend, but you see, Chris Paul's wife and his mom and wife was attacked at a Dallas game today, and Chris Paul tried to take it though. Chris Paul was ready to take it though with them fans, man. People don't understand, man. These athletes are athletes by profession. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that they punks or they some pussies or they won't get down. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that get down behind their family, man. You know what I'm saying? Alonzo Hall, what's good with it? Anybody get down behind their family. So why these people, man? These people be trying these athletes like everybody ain't Chris Rock, man. Everybody ain't Chris Rock. Some of these athletes is gonna strike your ass back. You know what I'm saying? That's the God honest truth. You know, that's the God honest truth. Um, I was also seeing a news update. It say let me see, Dave Chappelle's attacker explained why he attacked Dave Chappelle. Let's see what he got to say. Los Angeles Times. Oh yeah, check out the new. Oh, that's a new timepiece. You know what I'm saying? New watch. New watch. Yeah, that thing nice. New watch. Say Dave Chappelle meeting in private meeting. Dave Chappelle asked his attacker why he did it. Comedian Dave Chappelle came face to face with 23-year-old Isaiah Lee, the knife wielding man who tackled him out on stage while he was performing Tuesday at the Hollywood Bowl. Shortly after the incident, and asked him what provoked the attack, according to the Hollywood Reporter. During a secret show at the Comedy Store in the club's 70-seat belly room, Chappelle said he managed to convince Los Angeles police to allow him to enter the room where Lee was being held. I need to talk to him, Chappelle explained to the intimate crowd, which included a host of celebrities, including Sean Diddy Combs, rapper somebody, Kim Kardashian, and comedian Jeff Ross. The THR notes, whatever. When Chappelle asked Lee what promoted the attack, Lee, who Chappelle said appeared to him to be mentally ill, shared a story about his grandmother from Brooklyn who had been forced out of her neighborhood by gentrification. The assault was apparently meant to draw attention to her. Uh, Chappelle recounted. Lee was initially arrested on suspicions of assault with a deadly weapon, but Los Angeles County District Attorney George Greason declined to charge him with a felony, since Greason doesn't prosecute misdemeanors within the city of Los Angeles. City Attorney Mike filed 4 misdemeanor charges against him, including battery and possession of a weapon with the intent to assault. Just bullshit. So pretty much the attacker claimed he attacked Dave Chappelle because his mother, his grandmother lost her house due to gentrification. What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you serious? Is that worth losing your life behind? Is it that serious? I'm just saying. He said his grandma lost her house is the reason why he attacked Dave Chappelle. But hold on, y'all. I got some funny shit though. Prosecutors did not list a motive for the attack, but they noted that Lee, who is an aspiring rapper, had recorded a song in 2020 titled Dave Chappelle. Now, this guy had a song he recorded in 2020 named Dave Chappelle, the dude that attacked Dave Chappelle. None of the lyrics, tune, or language of the song suggested any threat or hatred towards the victim, Dave Chappelle, according to the rapper released uh, re- according to the report released Thursday evening. During Thursday's stand-up set, Chappelle was joined on stage by Chris Rock. The two comedians traded jokes about their shared experience of recently being assaulted, according to THR. At least you got smacked by someone. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle told Chris Rock, at least you got smacked by someone. Chappelle said that Chris Rock referred to the Will Smith Oscar attack. I got smacked by a homeless guy with with leaving. Oh, boy, these people crazy. These people crazy, man. Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, right? After Dave Chappelle got attacked, Dave Chappelle, Dave Chappelle told Chris Rock, at least you got smacked by someone. Oh shit! Dave Chappelle told Chris Rock, "At least you got smacked." Chappelle said The Rock, referring to the Will Smith Oscar attack. I got smacked by a homeless guy with leaves in his hair. Dave Chappelle said he got smacked by a homeless guy with leaves in his hair. Then Chris Rock laughs and say, I got smacked by the softest nigga that ever rapped. Oh, hell no. Chris Rock said he got slapped by the softest nigga that ever rapped. Hey, Chris Rock, next time you see Will, he gonna punch the fuck out you, man. Hell no. Oh man. Man. Yeah. But that's just a little bit more news, man. Uh like you say, man, we've been talking about the Kevin Samuels situation, man. That's crazy, bro. I read the article pertaining to the situation with Kevin Samuels, and when I tell you, bro, I don't know, it don't seem, I wouldn't say it just seemed fucked up, but some of the shit in it just don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you never know. You just can't say what a person will do, or you can't say what a person won't do. You know what I'm saying? You can't say what a person will or won't do. I mean, I don't believe that this woman, like the statement that was made, I just don't believe that she was just a random female. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know too much about Kevin Samuels. I only saw the guy talking like one or two times maybe on Facebook, and maybe on Facebook I saw him talking one or two times, and he was going off on some women that were calling in. The women was calling in like talking about they need a man that makes six figures and this, that, and third. And he was asking the female, like, do you make six figures? Or, you know what I'm saying, what do you do? That, I heard him ask the female that, one female called into a show one time, and she like, oh, I need a man making six figures, this, that, and the third. So he was like, do you make six figures? And she was like, nah. He's like, so why do you need a man that makes six figures? What do you bring to the table outside of your body and different things like that? Like, I'm like, damn, dude, oh, he just going off on these women that's calling into this line. But I just never really got into it like that to know too much about the guy. But just from the looks, just from listening to him a couple times, it kind of seemed like he was a stand up, strict dude. So that's why I find it hard to believe that it was a one night stand. This woman was just a random. I don't think that female was a random female. Ali Au, are you tight? I don't know what that means, brother. Well, Chris Rock said he got slapped by the softest nigga in rap. Oh man, that's crazy. Damn, Will Smith gonna see Chris Rock next time. He gonna punch the shit out of him. That's gonna take a minute to finish downloading. Yes, sir. Man, what the fuck faggot ass shit is this, bro? Your ass gone the fuck up out my chat with that bullshit. Fucking weird ass motherfuckers, man. What the fuck? Man, I guess I'm finna have to get up. I've been on here 20 minutes, man. Ain't too many people, up on here. I'm finna get up out here. I came on to try out the new computer, man. Shout out to my bro Dana for the new device. You know what I'm saying? 100 devices. And I guess I'll get back on here at another time, later time, maybe tomorrow or something. See what's popping. Hold on, let me see if. Yeah. Mighty Spade, what's up? What's up? What's up, Midas? Man, did you hear? Midas, did you hear Chris Rock say he got slapped by the softest Chris Rock said he got slapped by the softest nigga that ever rap. Oh shit. Chris Rock funny as hell. I agree, Mike. He should have slapped August. Can y'all hear? Creepy T and Aaron ain't got no baby yet, man. Ah! hey, hey, Midas. Hey, Chris. Dave Chappelle say he got attacked by a homeless nigga with leaves in his head. Man, these dudes crazy, man. Kevin Samuel will be missed, but his legacy will be unstoppable. Plus, he died with a badass Hispanic female. Yeah, I can hear, fam. Respect. Man, but what I don't understand, like, listening, like, that story, Midas, when you hear about what they, like, when you read the police report saying that, he met this female, that I don't believe she was a random female. That part right there, uh, I don't believe she was a random female. I don't believe she was a, I don't believe she was a random female. And he met this female on Wednesday, took her home Wednesday night, woke up Thursday morning complaining about chest pains, and then from uh from chest pains to you just fall over dead. Then say she called 911. What's up, Ultimate Movie Recap? Say she called 911 and then she called the front desk. I don't know. You calling the front desk for a defibrillator? Like that right there. Like what type of goddamn apartment building he live in that got a fucking defibrillator? I never seen an apartment like that. I don't know. He probably was staying in a nice fancy apartments that offer all that good stuff. I never seen a apartment building that have a defibrillator. They will have a defibrillator on hand. This is just what the police report said. The lady did. So, I was speaking the other day when I was thinking about like she said that he complained about the chest pains or whatever. I ain't know if the brother had took one of them gas station pills or not. Yeah, she was a registered nurse. He was in one of those nice spots, bro. Dude worked his way up. I understand that, and I believe that, Midas, but I just don't see an apartment keeping a defibrillator. What apartment that have a defibrillator on hand? I mean, I never seen an apartment that. I guess the more money you make, better the better things that you have access to. I just never seen it I never seen an apartment that would have something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's possible. I'm not saying that it's not possible though. I'm not saying that it's not possible. All the big condos have them because the tenants are usually older. Okay. All right. Well, then educate me. Educate me in that department. Well, she did the right thing then. She did the right thing. But do you think Medicare hotel safety? I think okay. All right, that's some new shit for me. I ain't never. I only stayed in. Me. I'm in the Hiltons. That's about the most expensive I done ever stayed in. Is a Hilton hotel. That's about as far as I go. You know what I'm saying? What my money can afford. I don't even get the Holiday Inn Express. The Holiday Inn Express is too high for me. I'm just saying. Shit, I just need to lay my head down. I ain't here to stay for good. I know, but and then another thing is too. I've been like, it's just going through YouTube, man. It's so many people talking so negative about the brother. Then you have people that are speaking highly of the brother, Kevin Samuel. Then you got a lot of people that speaking negative about him. You got people that speaking positive about him. You got people that speaking negative about him. The people that speaking negative about him, they don't like the guy because they say, well, he didn't have a degree in what is it, a degree in psychology or some shit. To be a professor, whatever he would have to have. He said, "Hello, man, I ain't been in a condo or a hotel since '04. Them things expensive as fuck." Exactly, man. I seen some people say they pay like $5,000 a night for a hotel. I seen people talking about they spend like $5 grand a night on a hotel, $2 grand a night on a hotel. Man, 200 a night on a hotel is too much for me. 200 for a one night at a hotel. That's we only there for one night, straight up. 200 for a hotel. We only there for one night and one night only. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna even much lie. $200. That's a lot of money for a hotel. I go to Motel 6 where they'll leave the light on for you. For real, man. For real. I ain't finna act like shit. You know what I'm saying? I work, but shit, I ain't got it like that. You feel me? I ain't got it like that. Hell no, I ain't got it like that. Shit, give me the red roof in. You know what I'm saying? Give me the Best Western. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of money I got. So them hotels probably ain't got no defibrillator in there. You know what I'm saying? Your ass you really gonna be assed out. You know what I'm saying? But that shit crazy though. I mean, but I ain't gonna lie though. I'm not gonna act like people can just. I ain't gonna act like people can't just fall sick and just fall dead, whatever. Because we all understand that you believe in the Almighty God. You know what I'm saying? You know, it don't matter what day, what time, what hour, what minute, what second. No matter what it is you doing, when your name is called. Or call your name called, it's over with. You say you heading off or call in, Big Vi. Nah, I'm out. If you want to call in, or you want to come up on the if you want to call in or you want to come up on the stream, you know how we do it. You ain't gotta, just show your avatar or whatever. But you more than welcome to come on, Midas. I'll chat with you if you got time, bro. You already know. You would have to join the thing. If I put my number in the private, you would have to join the. You would have to join the. Come on as a guest, and then I could put my number in the private. Then you'll be able to hit me up. Hell yeah, man. It's a sad situation, man. It's a sad situation. Seemed like the brother was talking some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was talking some good stuff. A lot of people liked it, and a lot of people disliked it or whatever. They've been attacking this lady. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on right quick, man. Let me get it on the. Wow. I got slapped by the softest nigga in rap. Boy, they crazy, boy. They crazy. Hell no. Chris Rock, man. Man. Chris Rock gonna make that man. Chris Rock gonna make that man beat his ass for real, man. Let's see what they tweet, man. I be getting tweets. R. Kelly tweets, man. Yes, sir. Goddamn, Midas got him up there. What's up with it, Midas? You on? You live, Midas? What's going on, brother? Hold on. All right, Midas. I just took care of it. Take the private, Midas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hey. Ha ha. Work out. Just call shit. If you can call, just call it. Just make it happen. Alright, might as alright. Shit, that's alright. It's cool, it's cool. Look here, man. Y'all, we gonna hop off here tomorrow. Tomorrow, we gonna come on here tomorrow. And I'm gonna try to get on here tomorrow on the computer. Try to get this computer stuff situated for tomorrow. So look, catch me on here tomorrow, man. I gotta lay down and get some rest. My son start testing tomorrow. He start testing at school tomorrow, so I need to be up early to make sure that he's up and ready to go. So I appreciate y'all for coming through. What up, Dana, Jake, Dana Jizzle? Now I was just about to get off here, man. You want to come up on the hit the link? You feel me? I, bro, respect. Was hoping to help test your new PC out. Dream Team for life. Hey, Midas, we gonna get it going. We gonna get it. We gonna get it going, bro. We gonna get it going. It's up. It's doing a little updating and shit like right now. We gonna be out to the races for you know it. They can't hold me back. I got slapped by the softest nigga that ever rap. they got they niggas say I got slapped by the softest nigga ever rap. Then uh Chris Paul was about to put hands on some Dallas fans today. Chris Paul about to put hands on some Dallas Maverick fans today for pushing his mama and pushing his wife. Like, come on, man. You feel me? You don't put your hands on nobody mama, nobody wife. You know what I'm saying? This shit real life out here. This shit is real life out here. Why do people think this shit is a game? He said, did y'all see that woman who acted like she was aborting the baby in front of the church laughing my butt off? Hell no, Midas. What are you talking about? Hey, but you know what though? I see they got drop boxes now. For people who don't want their kids, they birth these kids and they don't want the kid, they can go and drop the baby off in a drop box. I said, what the fuck? How is that even safe? What makes dropping your kid off in a drop box safe? What if these people taking these goddamn kids and killing them and getting their organs and all type of shit? What the fuck? I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it, bro. But I know it's gonna be people dropping their goddamn kids off at the drop box. They gonna be dropping their kids off at the drop box, bro. That's crazy. Why are they making it so easy for motherfuckers who sit up and have children to get rid of them? I feel like if a mother, and this is no knock against parents, mothers, but if a mother have a right to abort a child, give a child up, this, that, and the third, I feel like a man shouldn't even be on no child support shouldn't even exist for a man. That's just me. That's just my opinion. And this is not this doesn't that doesn't go for all women. I'm just talking about the women who are giving their children up. You know what I'm saying? Who are getting rid of these kids. You feel me? Might have said he had to come back and try it again.
Yo, what up, G?
What? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you is. What up with it, man?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Chilling here. Enjoying life as it is until it change.
All we can do, man. If we try to do something different, then we'll be doing wrong.
Facts, yo. But this Kevin Samuels thing, right? They don't even understand. They made a legend. There's a man that died next to a badass Mexican. Told everybody what the fuck he felt. I mean, sorry, what
Now,
the
this big
H he
mouth,
felt,
this
and
big,
was honest about the black community. What we're seeing now is all these haters were actually people who want to abort babies. All these crazy people doing this weird stuff because they don't want to see black family. They don't want to see people like Big Vi taking care of his kids. They don't want to see people like Dana J taking care of their kids. They want to remove men and turn these kids into girls.
right.
Yeah.
And that's, man, you know what, though, Mike, is I was thinking about some shit the other night. I was at work. And I was just thinking about some shit like, now they say a woman can't raise a man. I'm sitting here asking myself, like, why was it
Wait. So about that.
Why was it so important for them to take the man out the house and not the woman?
Mhm. They had to take the man out of the house because once you remove the man, you have the child growing up under a mother that doesn't even like the child's image. So this child's gonna have self-hate for even being a man. That's how they have this whole big alphabet community now, yo. They planned it. They've been doing this for years. They actually have blueprints, protocols. You know, everything is about destroying, especially blacks. They hate us the most because we fought them out there in Africa. That's why they enslaved us for like 1,500 years.
Man, that shit crazy. Today,
Yo, if we was African slaves, bro, we wouldn't even be here. If our great grandfathers were African slaves, their genitalia would have been cut off, like how they want to do right now. They want to cut off everybody's genitalia because that's what high masonry is about. The unit
man,
you liberated from Eve. Sorry.
that's crazy, bro. I was sitting here today, and I was thinking, I said, I remember like growing up, like the kids used to be like, my mama, my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you used to hear some crazy shit growing up. Like, your mama say, I am your mama and daddy. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy went right.
Man, they switched all of that up, yo.
Fuck the head up.
But that's when you got a proper family, man. See, nowadays it's all like two daddies and two mommies, and or they living with Angelina Jolie. She got the boy with the tutu on, or they with Gabriel. I don't even call it Gabrielle no more. Gabriel Union. That's a dude, yo.
Man, that shit right there so crazy, man. Dwayne Wade just lost his fucking mind, bro. That nigga just lost. He just lost all. I just lost all respect for bro. You know what I'm saying? And then they want then the shit that kills me the most though with our black ladies is they minimize us the most, but always want us to lose the most behind them. You know what I'm saying? They do more damage to us than anybody. You know what I'm saying? They do more damage to us than anybody. But then they want us to stand on the front line and protect them. So not only do y'all talk about us and put us down as men, y'all want us to lose our life for y'all and then still don't respect us as a man.
Man, you could be a Superman, right? You could fly to the sun and come back, and Lois Lane will come and tell you, nah, you ain't nothing, Negro. It's like we're their only protection. And even to this day, they don't understand like we're supposed to have 3 wives. Because one woman alone cannot sexually satisfy a man. A woman's supposed to have 2 wives that she could talk to without having to deal with the outside world and be talking to other dudes because one man cannot fulfill a woman's emotional needs. That's why women always be like, "Oh, you don't talk no more. You don't." I ain't supposed to talk. I'm supposed to work and make babies, but they don't want that.
No, you tell them that ain't taken away from you trying to take away from them now. They don't want to hear that.
But you know what's the option? The option to that is being put in a cage and eating from a dog bowl because some um, alphabet community individual ran into your city and Kyle Rittenhouse, you cursed him, and he ain't coming to help you.
Man, Mike, what you think gonna have to change, man?
I think first we got to get rid of racism in our mindset. We got to start looking at all our political leaders. You know what I'm saying? All the ones that say they black but act really adverse to us. And we got to like, from what I'm seeing, man, Trump got the right group. There's a group that I found today that he's on. I can't even remember the name of it. But it's like an anti-Masonic group. You know, so we got to go towards because Christ is coming back. And this is what people don't understand. All this here is Damien, Omen 3. They're killing all the babies to try and stop Jesus from being reborn. You know? They're euthanizing and injecting people so you can't. What I call it is a tranny shot. Because a lot of young people that I live around, yo, they having problems.
I was like, a shot. Man, they fucking people up like that, man.
Man, they liberating them from Eve. Because we got to understand what Lucifer is. Lucifer rode the top man, right? And then God got rid of Lucifer, kicked him out of the garden, and left us with Eve. And then Eve started listening to Lucifer, and then she got kicked out, and then Lilith or the snake came and took over. So as it was in the beginning, so it is in the end.
Man,
That's just how I see it, man.
that shit crazy, man. It's crazy. It's a crazy world, man. But like I listened to that dude Kevin Samuel like a few times. Not really. Like I didn't never listen. I ain't listened to him often, but I listened to him a few times. And you know, a lot of time the women will come on there talking about they need guys that make 6 figures and this, that, and the third. And he asked them, like, what do you make? And they be like, well, you know, I do this, that. Like, how can you expect a guy to come to you with 6 figures and you ain't even making 4? You know what I'm saying? Like, and they didn't like, a lot of people didn't like that shit, but it's real. Like, how can you have expectation that you don't even, how can you have expectation that you don't even meet? You know what I'm saying?
They all looking for that come up. That's the problem, yo. The come up mentality and the bag mentality. It's not even that he said how much you make because really and truly what a woman makes does not matter to a man. What a man cares about is the womb and how many babies I can produce. A man don't care how much money you make. You could be a millionaire. If I come home and I'm getting yang 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 in my ears every day and I can't build, then you ain't gonna work for me.
Well, see,
You're not submitting.
we're gonna have to make country. Cause over here, if you make a baby, your ass better have some money. or you better be ready to run from these goddamn people. In case you go through the process of eliminating yourself from this circle they got you living in. You know what I'm saying? You sit up here on these applications saying you're a citizen when you ain't no goddamn citizen. When did you become a citizen? How did you get your citizenship? People go apply for jobs and say they're a resident of what? When do you become a resident of the United States? What is the United States?
Well, I've been watching how Dana J breaking down the sovereign citizenship. But at the end of the day, even if we are a citizen or sovereign citizen, even if the contract is not bound, you can still have hordes of people coming towards you who don't care nothing about your contract. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Because when it's going to break down, it's going to break down. You're going to have to build a community of your neighbors. And if your neighbors can't get along, if your man and woman can't get along, because I'm not going to run around saving hoes with a cape on my back. I tell them already, you're not getting my cornmeal porridge. You're not getting my oatmeal. Like famine is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Might say you ain't getting shit.
But that's what it is, yo. We got a society of women who are past the age of conception, therefore they're past the age of marriage. So we're now trying to save the young ones before they hit maybe 35, 30s, because all the older ones, we see that they treated dudes like shit for years. And they continue to do so.
Man, it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up, man. Dana say no sovereign citizen.
Yo, how you gonna tell a tranny that you a sovereign citizen if you ain't got that Kyle Rittenhouse on you, man? You got you.
Oh hell no! Why did you be? Man, hey, Mike, I'm telling you, bro. This shit is deep. This shit is deep, and you know, like for me, you know, for like you, Dana, myself, and it's some other people. It's some other people out there, but a lot of people don't want to. A lot of people don't want to talk about this shit like that we be talking about because they don't want to believe that it's true. This shit really exists, bro. We live in a part of the world that only exists to us. It's a whole other worlds out there.
Well, from what I'm seeing, right, this plane is like a chessboard. We keep thinking that the Earth is round because they want to make us look like we're every other planet. We're dealing with an enemy who lies about dinosaurs and makes them out of styrofoam, and then says you weren't made by God. They were dinosaurs first. Like we're dealing with somebody who's on some high level lying and trickery. Like
Even when God talk about the four pillars, when the Bible talk about the four pillars of the earth, like how the fuck can you have four pillars of a round ball? I mean, I don't want to get off into that, but that's just shit that I sit in that I know I read. I know I read it, but I'm sitting here trying to, you know, make it make sense.
well, that's a very good saying right there because to show that there's four pillars of the earth, that means we got to be a flat plane. And what they call Antarctica is just areas that don't have sun exposure or what they would call God because Aten, Amen means like you praying to God every day for like an hour. It's like, yeah. So people need to get back to God, yo. Soon there will be no sun. If these people want to get through and inject everybody with this devil tranny serum, then nobody's gonna want Eve. If you're not getting up, then who cares?
Uh-huh. And that's the, this shit is deep, and it's too deep for some people. You know, some everybody ain't gonna want to hear it. Everybody gonna want to accept it, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna want to accept this shit, and then you don't have to accept it. But one thing I learned, like myself, I learned that you gotta be willing. you gotta be open to new. Just you gotta be open to listen to shit. Whether you want to hear it or whether you don't want to hear it. But sometimes you guys gotta be open to the idea of something different. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been here for forever on this planet trying to figure this shit out, and still yet we haven't figured it out. But the generation to come, these new babies, the reason why they trying to slow down reproduction of these new generation kids, because these motherfuckers are way more advanced than we will ever be. And they born like that. They coming.
I see what you're saying though, because this new generation they coming with tablets in their hands, and they all on the net. They know this, they know that. They getting exposed to this, and this is why they want that ministry of truth,
When
because
we
they want to control their thoughts.
exactly when we came, it was books, books and books. So what is the one thing that they always speak on when they talk about book? They say if you want to hide anything from a black person, put it in a book. They'll never find it, right? That was the logic. I'm not sure if you ever heard that logic, but growing up, where I grew up in the South, that was one logic that we heard often. You want to hide something from a person of color, put it in a book. They'll never find it because they said that we didn't read. And to a certain degree, I believe that we didn't read, and we suffer from a lack of knowledge. That's why we suffer from a lack of knowing how much power we had because of the lack of knowledge. And now these new generation kids, like you say, they coming out, you know, 7, 8 months, 9, 10 months. They got the fucking tablets, iPads, and shit, and working them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to teach them. Just put the shit in front of them. They boom, go right to it.
The thing they doing now, right? They know how to work them, but they don't know how to program them. You see what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
So you can have them in your hand as much as you want, but if you can't control the narrative, if you can't control the technology, then you just lost, because the kids are just consumers. They're not going to be producers. The group is, I'm here trying to find the name of this group for Dana, man,
I think they,
because Dana said it's the Patriot Party, but this one is like the a better way for New World American Faith. Time to free America.com.
It's the Patriot Party.
Yo, what up, Dana?
What's up, dog? It's the Patriot Party.
Yo, they got a new one, and they not really a new one. You know, the New World, New Age doctors.
Yeah,
All the
yeah.
people who
But
come out.
the thing is, it falls under the Patriot Party umbrella.
Yeah,
'Cause that's going to
facts.
be the new.
Facts.
That's going to be the new everything. But and you can't be a sovereign citizen because you can't be sovereign and a citizen. Because what that does, it really just break down who you really are.
So you're just sovereign, whereby you're not a
Yeah,
citizen of any state and nobody has any jurisdiction over you.
right. But what is either you're American national or you are just a national or you're a secret or you're a secure party creditor.
so. Let me ask you something, big bro. Dana, mighty. So the United,
Are you breaking up?
I say so. The United States is a hag country.
Is a Hague country?
Yeah,
Yeah. Are the United States, the corporation is a Hague country.
right. Because the United States is a corporation, right?
No, the United States of America, all caps is a corporation. But the United States is not. And you living in two different jurisdictions.
Right.
Yo,
That's the
Dana,
best
how
way I
you
can
gonna
put it.
stop them trannies, man? How you gonna stop them
Say
trannies
what?
when they? How you gonna stop them trannies when they come around? You gonna tell them you sovereign?
Man,
How you
this
gonna stop them?
I'm gonna say this. Have you seen Blade?
Facts.
All right. Well, if you seen Blade, and you know how you stop him.
Yo, I'm trying to get some silver right now, bro. Like, I ain't playing with these suckers, man.
Yo, if you go on the website, you can get silver and gold.
Yeah. But does it come in weapons or what? Yo, Vi, you think this is a joke? We we got vampires among us, bro. Like,
Nigga, a fool, yo.
I was gonna say, I ain't gonna stop being trained. Shit, Michelle Obama already got there, man. She trying to run for president, man.
yo, he trying to run for president.
Yo,
Michael Obama is that's
Michael
crazy.
Obama is crazy, bro.
Hey, you see, Dan, you see you see Chris Paul about to fight today. Then
Nah, but that's why I was like, what? Somebody push his mama?
pushed his mama and his wife at the Mavericks.
Oh no, yo, I would have got fined from the NBA.
Hell yeah. Man, them Cowboy fans, them Texas fans is disrespectful as fuck. And Mexican fans, you know, they mad as fuck because Canelo got his ass beat last night.
Did he get beat bad? I ain't see
His
it.
ass beat, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got his ass drugged. I mean, this is an ass whooping that you about would have stopped. It was so bad.
Was it worse than what Floyd did to him?
Oh, it was way worse than what Floyd did to him. Because, you know, Floyd don't, you know, Pretty Boy Floyd was the knockout artist, but Money May was, you know, he just gonna beat you on the points. This dude right here was hitting his ass with some Earl Spence type shit, man.
Man, that nigga about to get his head beat the fuck in. Earl Spence about to get his head beat the fuck.
By who?
What? By Bud.
Man, you got to bet on that.
Okay.
We gonna bet on that.
Okay. Put your money where your mouth is. I'm trying to tell you about I'm trying to tell you about that. All right, okay.
Man, you see how many people Spence and broke ribs, eye sockets. I mean, I'm not taking nothing from Bud. It's gonna be a slug fest. But I seen Bud fought a Mexican nigga on one leg, man, and dude went 12 rounds with him.
Listen to what you said on one leg.
The Mexican was on one leg, not Bud. The Mexican broke his leg during the fight.
Nah, but that wasn't Bud, but that was Javante Davis, bro.
No, Dana. I watched boxing, bro. I swear for God, it was Terrence Crawford versus probably Benavidez. Crawford, the dude fucked his leg up in like the
Benavidez is a true Mexican, yo.
Yeah, he fucked his leg up in like the 7th or the 8th round. And he finished the fight, bro. One leg, bro.
Do you realize that Benavidez, yo, is like, and no matter what you say, that dude don't feel pain, man.
Man, now who finna get their head beat in is Lil Rolly. That's who finna get their head beat in.
I'm going to that fight. Man, come on, man. And Javante Davis gonna stop playing me, man. Come on.
I know. That's who finna get their head beat in. I feel sorry for Rolly. And the fight ain't even came yet, man.
And then Tank talking about moving down to 130 to fight Shakur.
Cause Shakur, they trying to hype Shakur up. If Tank move down, he gonna have weight. He got too much power for 130, man. And he naturally at 130. He making himself 130, 135. Ain't nothing down there that can fuck with him, man.
I know that.
That ain't gonna be nothing but a payday. But you know, Canelo ducked Earl Spence for a guaranteed $55 million, and we got his ass beat.
Nah, Canelo told Earl come up to 168.
But why would he come up to 168 when Canelo even fight at 154? That's a catch weight.
But they both talking about going to 168.
Now he could have got Charlo. Now Canelo fucked Charlo up at once.
Man, he beat the shit out of Charlo.
The Charlos, I don't like them. But 154.
I want to fight the Charlo brothers. I ain't gonna lie to you. I beat the shit out of both of them.
They can't fight to me, man.
Nah, but they sluggish, bro.
Yeah,
I will beat the dog shit out of both of them.
I don't like neither one of their fighting style.
But I tell you this, and Jamel about to get his ass whipped by Benavidez.
Oh yeah, he got a problem on his hand. I guarantee you that. I know he do. Man, it's certain Mexicans that you know that's tough, like Marquez, Benavidez. That dude, that little one that fought Tank, that Santa, the Cruz dude, the one that
Nah, but that's all you gotta do is meet him with an uppercut. Yo, he gonna fall fuck back.
man. But Tank goddamn me, but Tank deadly, bro. Tank deadly. He got a bright future. He has separated himself from. And I hate to look at Mayweather like that because the dude did make a lot of money, but he had to separate himself and get his own promotion and shit. Tank should be getting all his money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't paying a motherfucker promote. You ain't got to pay a promoter now. Shit, your name is everything that you need for your career is established right now.
Right.
You don't need that. You don't need that Mayweather promotion shit. You know what I'm saying? Now he go back and get his boy that got his ass. He beat Adrian Broner and train him. He about to get
Adrian Broner ain't coming back, man.
He finna
Adrian
fight.
Broner
Yes,
ain't
he
coming
is.
back.
Fight.
He coming
That's
back.
it. Adrian Broner got to fight.
He finna come get his ass beat again.
Nah, but I don't know about that, bro.
They call me Can Man. Anybody can get it. Mexican, black.
Adrian Broner would have to like up his discipline, man. Last time
That's
he was
it.
on
That's
alcohol and yeah.
That's it right there. He gotta be for real. Like I tell him, boxing ain't some shit that you can play. You play basketball, you play football, boxing, your ass need to be for real.
Yo, you said Tank runs Mayweather's promotion?
He left. He gone.
No,
This is his last fight.
This is the last fight.
So if he get that Shakur Stevens fight, he should make a good. They should make a good penny. But see, Shakur got to stay hot though. You know what I'm saying? See, now Canelo numbers finna go down. He got his ass, bro. If I had to share the stream, if I was on the thing to share the stream, bro, the dude beat his ass so bad, man. All three judges had that bit like 115 and 113, all in favor of Dimitri.
It was that bad?
Man, it wasn't even one judge. This nigga didn't win on no scorecard. Hey, Miss V White.
But Canelo said that he beat the guy, but he said he might have lost like 3 rounds, but he beat the guy.
He might have won 3 rounds, but he lost 9 of them bitches for sure. What? You gonna look at the highlights, bro? Man,
I'm gonna watch the fight.
When have you ever seen Canelo backing up?
Never.
Canelo backed up.
Well, Floyd backed up.
Dude, Canelo backed up all fight. The dude was hitting his ass. Man, the dude fight like a machine, bro. The dude, he was bigger than Canelo and everything. He was naturally bigger than Canelo and everything. I think Canelo took that fight because he thought his power would make up for the, going up a class. But Roy Jones Jr. showed us that shit. When you start moving too far up in classes, that power go away. That power don't mean shit. Canelo was hitting the dude with some good shit, but the dude was eating that shit, coming right behind it with a jab, 1-2, 1-2, popping the fuck out Canelo.
But you see, everybody's taking Floyd Mayweather's strategy nowadays, right? Because Floyd Mayweather is like tactical. He's strategic. He ain't just going in for the wild punches and everything. Like everybody's now trying to get onto the points. Yeah. It's like he upped the whole game all around the board.
The object in boxing is to get hit less than you. You know what I'm saying? Is to not get hit more than you hit a motherfucker. So you need to be hitting and moving. Not sitting there like Muhammad Ali in a slugfest and shit. Even though you're going to get them kind of fights, here and there. That what last night fight was, like a Muhammad Ali type, Frazier type shit. Like, them motherfuckers was throwing every round. They was exchanging, man. But The dude was eating Canelo shit though. He was too big.
Yo, every time you remember Muhammad Ali, you also got to remember he was vaccinated for the swine flu in 1976.
The goddamn swine flu. That's the shit that took a lot of motherfuckers out.
That was fake. All this shit fake. From from
God,
from 1918 Spanish flu straight on.
yeah, that Spanish flu, they just killed. That's the shit that they just. That's the same population control shit that they just did.
Well, Spanish flu, they had Marie Curie in 1917, and she had this thing called radium. So she was called this great inventor. So they put radium inside like watches and compasses and everything, right? And what nobody noticed was that it was radioactive. So it automatically made the wearer sick. Anybody who used it got sick. So then they called it the Spanish flu. And radium wasn't even stopped in production until like 1970s and shit. Like, these
Damn.
people just keep running game on us.
They say Bill Cosby putting that Spanish fly on motherfucker.
But see, Spanish fly is legal though. Spanish fly legal though. You can get Spanish fly at any porn spot you hit, yo. And he said he banged out that chick too.
Motherfucker don't care. Man, they don't care, bro. They don't care, man. The Bill was out there motherfucker living, say motherfucker was playing, man. Damn,
But
boy.
see, everybody back then was working with the Spanish fly, and they had rose petals all on the bed. They was doing that 70s super fly shit. Like, it's only recently Spanish fly was knocked off the game, and Spanish fly ain't even nowhere big as GHB, which these cats be making inside their house. And that's like a straight up date rate drug. Like ecstasy, Molly, all of that.
Man, that more now, man, that fentanyl shit is ridiculous, bro.
Yo, fentanyl is what killed George Floyd. But see, man, you watch that 23-minute video of George Floyd or 23-minute video of George Floyd?
I seen some of it.
Man, he set himself up, man. He had 3 friends there chilling inside the car, like, yo, we high, but we ain't really gonna get locked up. We gonna get in the back of the car and chill. George Floyd hopping in and out of the car, like, please, man, I know I used to work with you, but you don't know my name today. Like, it was all like real stupid setup shit.
Nah,
like they worked together.
I used to live that same store where he was in. That same store. That's like one of the first. When I first moved to Minneapolis, that Southside Minneapolis, 38 to Chicago. They got a mosque in the basement of that motherfucker. All the Bloods hang out there. You know, it's a lot of kids working there because the Muslim men there that own the place, they got all the women in the neighborhood pregnant and shit. The black, so now the kids grow up working in the store. It's crazy shit, man. So to see that shit transpire, where it transpired, how it transpired, it's crazy.
Man, they be running game, yo. We living in the TV show. We living in like that Jim Carrey shit. Where everybody watching them is like, oh, look, they're going to fuck up themselves. Look, we're going to make George Floyd go and kill himself by the dude who used to work with him for like 8 years. And they used to barbecue together, but they don't know each other. Why are you even asking his name? Ahmaud Arbery, yo, he did it too, Like, this whole game is rigged. Ahmaud Arbery, his first arrest. When he
Hold
was
up, but they show Canelo
park,
when he knocked the dude down.
Yeah, but Canelo did little bit when Canelo got hurt. Canelo just he couldn't stop him.
When Canelo got hurt.
Oh yeah, he popped the fuck out Canelo round about this. Canelo won the first couple rounds. From round 6 on down, you could keep hearing the people say Canelo, he gonna get stronger as the fight go on. Canelo never got stronger as the fight went on. He never hurt the dude. He was getting some good shots, but the dude was hitting him right back. Tell you, man, I ain't never seen it ain't too many scorecards I seen, when Canelo fights when you got all 3 judges, he ain't winning on nail card. I love Canelo today. I know he got some fucking marks purple and all type of shit today.
Yo, the saddest fight I ever saw was Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson, man. That was sad. That was like
No,
2
that was a
minutes.
setup.
Mike
You think so?
Tyson should have been in the fight. This nigga
Why you
had
think it was a setup though? Cause I thought Lennox was more tactical and he had better reach.
Mike
No,
Tyson
setup,
is
bro.
like straight out of jail, yo.
Mike Tyson hadn't done no training. He hadn't done none. That nigga burning, STDs, all type of shit.
He was scratching and fighting and shit.
Yeah, Mike Tyson was wild, man. And Mike Tyson, he a legend, and he should have been one of the greatest legends ever, man. But once he lost his trainer, he went off and to his own little world doing it.
And when he lost Customato,
Don King didn't care about it. All Don King cared about is shit. He make the contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I thought he really lost it when he lost Robin Givens, yo.
no, Customato, bro.
Customato kept him disciplined.
And if he had Customato, it wouldn't have been no Robin Givens.
Yeah, he looked at Cuss. That's the only motherfucker he respected was Cuss, because Cuss took him in when he, he felt like didn't nobody love him, his mom, nobody cared about him. So when his
mama was getting him beat up and getting him locked
out
up.
of jail, goddamn it, Cuss went and got him. When he started boxing in jail, when he got out, Cuss got him. She told him he would make him the youngest champion ever. He did. That's who Tank remind me so much of Mike Tyson, though, bro. He ain't as aggressive as far as how Mike used to be. Like, Mike come out that corner, you knew motherfucker finna get punched. You know what I'm saying?
You mean Tank the singer?
Tank.
Oh, come on, yo.
Javante Tank Davis. That Tank,
I was surprised that he
flies. You talking about, you mean Tank the singer? Come on, yo, really?
I believe that Tank the singer gonna be coming out next with a boyfriend.
I thought he came out already, man. I thought Tank was done.
Hey, you see how Jaheim look after putting that woman first?
Yo, didn't Jaheim lose all his front teeth and everything? Like, Jaheim had it real bad, yo.
Man,
what I remember.
Dope. Hey, you see your boy in the I think the big three, Daniel. Or the one nigga, what's his name, Delonte West?
Yo, Dana cooking up some marvelous shit to get your mouth watering.
Yeah, Dana probably cooked good today over there. Probably cooked some baked macaroni with shrimp and shit. That nigga Dana throw some shit together. That nigga cooked lamb chops in the air fryer, I think. Goddamn me.
Y'all remember Dana was doing a whole cooking thing where he was going against TJ Stevens and Prima Donna. Yeah, that was nice.
He got he finna have another cook off for somebody, I think. He ain't fucking with
what's up.
He ain't fucking with me in that kitchen because I ain't even going in that motherfucker.
Yo, you better learn, man. They're gonna have us eating bugs and shit. Like, you see what these people on? They want us to eat cockroaches.
Bro, I'm gonna be out there eating grass. Shit, cockroaches probably more healthier than this goddamn meat.
That's what they want you to think, man. They want us to give up all meat. It's like, no. I like my chicken. I like my meat. I like my beef. Bring it. Because if I'm going against a cannibal, right? I don't want to be eating bugs, yo.
Man, I was sitting here the headline. I ain't even look at this shit. Say Antonio Brown criticizes Colin Kaepernick off the field. What the fuck, Antonio Brown? How can you criticize anybody, bro?
Yo, but Colin Kaepernick is a joke, though. Real talk. All that BLM crap he did, he couldn't even do a proper training session to get his job back. And then he made a big thing about that, and now he says he wants to play football.
You gotta understand when you call out racism, you not finna get your job back. If I go to my job right now and call out a lot of the racist shit that I see them doing at that motherfucking job that I know they do, you think they gonna give me my job back? Hell no, man. These people, we live in a world where you said it earlier though. Society don't want you to speak up for yourself, and not alone speak up for other people. They want you to be able to turn the blind eye while they buck breaking Tom over there. They want you to just walk past like you don't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? These corporations are serious, and they have a lot of power. They have a lot of authority, and when you speak against them, it wasn't nothing in the world Colin Kaepernick could do to get his job back because he told the truth.
Yo, that man was making $17 million. What racism? I see white folk living in containers, bro,
But
and
why we
shitting outside and bathing outside, yo.
that's the
I
part
see white folk doing
why
that.
we gotta think the money changed the racism. You know what I'm saying? And it's just me living in Louisiana, living in the South my whole life. Money never changed racism. If money could change racism, we wouldn't be dealing with it still in 2022.
I bet you in 1980 and so in 85, 86, early 80s, 90s, you like St. Louis a lot better. You like where you were a lot motherfucking better.
And then racism was created off of success. A little bit. I mean, a little bit. It was ignited more off of the success of black or brown skinned people. Look at Black Wall Street. Them people did nothing to these fucking crackers for them to come in and burn and kill all these people. You have the U.S. United States dropping bombs on U.S. soil.
But see, we gotta understand what Wall Street was because everybody talks about it on the surface, right? Black Wall Street was a young man who actually went inside the elevator, and he was accused of touching a white girl.
And the
So they
white girl,
put him inside a jail
white
cell.
girl, and the white girl made the same lie.
I don't know that. I wasn't around at that time, and the way I see these people operating, like I can't trust nothing
But
because
even
history is
that,
written by
but
Jews.
what does that? What even if he touched the white girl, what does that? What gives that the permission to kill up a whole bunch of innocent ass people that had nothing to do?
Well, I'm gonna get into it because what happened is when they detained the young man, a whole rally of the people in Black Wall Street, all the men came out there with their shotguns to confront the white people.
They went not only about the part they went with the money to get them out of jail.
They also had guns and they shot 10 white people.
After
And
the
that's
fact,
when it became big, yo. Until that point, it was like they was talking it out. Sorry, but they
they was talking
shot
about
10 white folk,
white
yo.
people, and the white people didn't want to hear it, so they got into a shootout back and forth. The whites and the black got into a shootout back and forth. The black unfortunately killed some of the white folks, like some of the black people got killed too. But you bring in the U.S. military on U.S. soil.
Because that's what it is. If you got a subversive entity within your society, you got to root it out because this might be working for an enemy. We don't even know if they were working with Chinese. Black Panthers work with the Chinese. You know what I'm saying? Black Lives Matter works with George Soros. He's with Israel. He's with Saudi nations. We don't know how these people, because they've been selling us for 1,500 years, so we can't see the shit.
What up, brother David?
Hey, what up, big man?
Not much,
Yeah,
man.
respect, man.
One of my other brother, Midas. One of the
Yeah, I was checking Midas out. That's what made me tap in. I listened to him, kept on making comments, and when the conversation was switched back to whatever, so I was just listening to Midas. I'm listening. I just wanted to
Yo,
join
sorry
in, man. Huh?
Sorry, I missed your comments. I'm gonna check back, yo. Respect, King. Yeah, I was just breaking down like the whole racism argument. It don't make it nowadays, man. Black Lives Matter made $400 million off of us pushing that argument.
Yeah. It's our
Yeah,
people. Our people have to wake up and realize what's really going on. But to say one thing I can say, it's more innocent people that are affected by this shit than it is guilty people. That's the part that bothers me. It's the innocent people, like Emmett Till, Wilson. You know what I'm saying? But everybody in that little town had to suffer from this shit. You know what I'm saying? Innocent people. You know what I'm saying? The dude slipped in the elevator and allegedly whatever. The woman come out and say that there was eventually she come out and say, well, it didn't happen the way that she said it happened. But you saying this after the fact that they done killed the whole fucking town who really, and if you really look at what Black Wall Street was, Black Wall Street was a foundation, was a blueprint that could have been passed along to blacks to come to teach us how to that would have killed the narrative now that well David know for himself. I just showed him the other day. They say $1 only circulate in the black community for 6 hours. In the Chinese community, it lasts 28 days. In the Jewish community, it lasts like 19 days. In the white community, Caucasian community, it lasts like 13, 14 days. But in the black community, $1 only circulate for 6 hours. Black Wall Street would have been a blueprint to change, would have changed all of that shit because people would have knew what it meant to spend in your community, to build your community, buy within your community. But now, that's not the case.
So why hasn't Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, Morgan Freeman, why haven't all these great black multi-millionaires done it yet?
But you know why? Because people have grown. I'm gonna tell you what the oppressors have always understood. The oppressors have always knew that our people will sell each other out for the come up for a come up. They always have understood that. That's just how we say we look just like we could think of situations like, especially with my brother David in Chicago. It wasn't no white people that killed Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Fred Hampton, all of these great leaders. It was niggas that did that. And guess what them niggas took? A little bit of payoff money. You know what I'm saying? It took a little bit of money just to go set up a powerful, influential person who could help change lives of millions and millions of people that these black people set up. Then the black dude that set up Fred Hampton, guess what he did 15 years later? He killed his fucking self because he couldn't live with his conscience. They gonna always keep us separated with the money. They know the money go always keep, because there's always a nigga sitting around looking for a come up.
But look at Chicago, right? Mayor Lightfoot, she's black. She's a marginalized individual, and she has one of the highest murder rates in the country. You know what I'm saying? They want to do it by the rate of per capita, how many blacks. But if you go along the line of states, they are killing black people first while they aggrandize black people on TV. They going for R.Kelly, they went for Bill Cosby, they went for Sam Cooke, went for Michael Jackson. They doing this purpose. They went for O.J. Simpson. And if you check Glenn Rogers was the one who actually killed Nicole Simpson. But when you go back to Fred Hampton and all them, Fred Hampton woke up to what Huey Newton was, which was a CIA informant, impossible Luciferian, just like how Martin Luther King was a Luciferian, and watched his best friend molest an intern. It's more than molestation, but I don't want to say the word. An intern, and he laughed. And he used to engage in homosexual orgies. And these are the people that come up to lead us, because once you lead us, then you then control our money. Marcus Garvey proved it. Marcus Garvey said he was going to start the Black Star Liner, take all of us back to Africa, created Liberia, which was a crap hole, right? Not only did he create Liberia, he stole loads of people money, not himself, his best friend or his friend who was a captain, stole most of the money, got shoddy ships. Most of them didn't even make it to Africa.
Hey.
And the whole reason to go to Africa is to become slaves again, because they have been trading us for 1,000 years, 1,500 years, only stopped in the 1950s, right before civil rights and the Jews took over passed over NAACP to another white. To another black while they control from behind the scenes. The control is all fake.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, respect.
I want to ask about what you said about Martin, like the sexual orgies and watching people do things to other people. You said they got you got some information on that.
There was a few videos on Twitter before circulating. You probably gotta check on maybe BitChute because I think BitChute did something more exposing on Martin Luther King what's going on and how the CIA was checking him out and how he was like one of the most hated men in America at one point in time, and not because he was fighting for blacks, it's because he dragged us into the streets on fake narratives and got us bit up on TV by dogs.
Let me ask you something.
Genitalia was bit off.
So let me ask. So right now, the position that we're in right now, how do you say we should proceed? What is your First, I just want to go back to the Martin Luther King, the statement that you made. When I think about the narrative around Dr. King, like his actual words that we can hear, I don't really see no real issue with it, like he misleading his people at all. Period. Especially when you have information out there like what he said about the blueprint. Like for the individual in America, whether you're black or whatever, the blueprint for success, I think that is called. And he kind of laid out his whole thing, his philosophy and everything. And to bring his sexual whatever into that, it's almost like you doing the white man job and tearing down a strong image in the mind of black people. For what reason? What is the reason?
The reason is because we have to uncover the truth. It doesn't matter how I feel about it. I used to watch they had to show these Eyes on the Prize from the 80s, bro. I was totally like convinced about Martin Luther King for years. This is a brother that I loved. And I told myself he was leading our people, but once they lead us, once they try to become the lions of the sheep, they're really taking from us. There's no MLK drive that is prosperous. His
Right?
main man is John Lewis.
That sound like that probably be more by design than a natural phenomenon.
Well,
If all the Martin Luther King drives is bogus wherever you go, that seems to be more by design than by natural. What's the name? Again, though, to go back, what is the message that you give your people today? I mean, like, what?
Well, to go forward, we have to get back to family. Sorry to cut you off, brother. We have to get back to family. We have to get back to the man of the house. We have to get back probably to a man with 3 wives in the house because we have to repopulate our society after 20 million babies have been aborted since Roe versus Wade. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to get to the truth and make us not just black Americans, but Americans. I want to make us humans because they're trying to transmorph us and change us and take away the power of procreation from the woman. Because Eve is their enemy. We're dealing with a spiritual force that does this for years and years. And when it comes to Martin Luther King, anybody who aggrandizes you, anybody who flatters you, anybody who wants to say you are the best always wants to rob you because this is how they think. I don't think
that was his message at that time, was showing the black people that they should be proud of who they are and what they bring to the table. As a matter of fact, he was saying he was pushing for integration, saying that we were able to integrate with the society and hold our own. That was his whole fight, and he felt like he was being pushed back by the powers that be, which he was. To bring his bedroom life into what he was moving for, his movement, I feel like that's wrong. That's to discredit him. Maybe would you do that to Malcolm?
Malcolm was never a homosexual.
Well, was he a womanizer? Was he a pimp? Is that okay?
He had 2 white women when he was growing up. He never really beat them. They used to rob a few places, but at the end of the day, I'm not looking for Jesus. I'm looking for truth.
Right.
At the end of the day,
okay, so
bringing sexual orientation in is to illustrate the mindset of who you're going against. Because you, as a Christian, don't understand how Luciferians work. We will never. We are now getting to the cusp of understanding how Luciferians work, right? And you will see if you check back in the days when Martin came to speak to us, we had more. We had acres of land. We had families with grandmothers, grandfathers together, grandfathers still living. You know what I'm saying? Passing on knowledge throughout the community. Now that's all broken because Martin Luther King,
Because
what
of
he did was
Martin Luther
tell
King?
everybody on welfare. Yeah, he actually made a thing with Lyndon B. Johnson, a contract with Lyndon B. Johnson to start getting Democrat black people on welfare. And in order to get the welfare, they have to remove the man from the house.
No, I
So
agree
this
with that.
is why I have to bring his sexuality in to show you that he's a Luciferian, because everything he says will sound good like Obama, but everything he does is to destroy you and your family, because they
I
don't like
don't agree with that,
they don't
brother.
like their mom, they don't like Mother's Day, they don't like Christmas, they don't like they may like Easter. I don't know what's going on with Easter, but they don't like God, yo. They don't like what you stand up for. They don't like your family.
Hey, I it's just so much being said that I feel like really hurt more than help. And at the end of the day, it's okay you seek truth, but then to demean anybody who stood up for us, in whatever capacity. I just don't do that. Even though I may agree with or disagree with their particular view, they made their contributions for our people. So I don't tear our people down. I don't just make statements that I can't verify. That's the problem that they have with R. Kelly. People making statements about him and they're not able to prove that shit, man. So, I don't appreciate it, man. Let's study, before you make certain comments about your people, make them about other people. You know what I'm saying? Bring out the Luciferians. Show me the white people that did whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just don't just, I don't really, that's a part of the problem that we have. We tear each other down. And so we're gonna tear down our monuments of no. He represent more. Matter of fact, if you didn't know about whatever you're talking about, his bedroom, whatever, he just represented people and what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just come against that, because it's not just Martin Luther King. It was a whole group of people with him. It was the majority of the black nation was behind Martin Luther King. Even those who disagreed with him understood what he was trying to do, even though they disagreed with him. And they didn't do what you're doing. I don't appreciate that, brother. I just think that's my thought on that.
Man, I respect you to the fullest on that. And I understand completely. You know what I'm saying? But the research shows otherwise for me. That's why I tell people to do their own research. I say what I say, and you research with the research. And you see for yourself whether or not what I say is fact
And
or false.
Midas.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah, big dog.
tell you and brother David, man, make sure y'all connect, man. So cause y'all strong-minded men, I know for sure. You know how we are here. We strong-minded brothers. So, like David, all he want to know, you can send him some of this information that you be talking about, so he can read it for himself. You know what I'm saying? So it's important.
A lot of people be sending me information, right? I go over it, and a lot of it be the same thing. Somebody says something that somebody else said, and them people don't necessarily be credible because they come with, who knows, like my man talking about agendas, who knows who is sent to separate the people, you know what I'm saying? So, and the people could look at what he said and see him as somebody who is an agent for separation of people that's already fractured, of people that's already struggling with identity, you know what I'm saying? Who to listen to. We're going to add some more, hearsay, garbage, when the whole world is talking about us, we're going to come along and talk about us too. And I just don't get it. And I'm going to calm down.
I'm sorry, brother. That I understand that this is troubling you. You know what I'm saying? But you could do your own research. If you find it, you find it. If not, I'm telling you what I found through the research, that he's into it, and just I use that to make sure I illustrate the point that we don't understand what Marxism is, what anybody who uses the word racism is now, because we are just sheep, and these are lions that feed upon us. You know what I'm saying? We are sheep, and they operate differently. You know, when they go into these halls and stuff, that we don't understand the accumulated knowledge or what they're doing when they're engaging in things. However, you can use the good words and keep to the good words and leave off the bad words. You can also check for yourself, man. Rosa Parks, that was fake. They first tried with a pregnant woman, and just this is why Jesse Lee Peterson also he's very toxic to black people. They don't like it because he was around at that time, and he says they had a pregnant woman first to use the Rosa Parks for the bus ride, right? But once they found out she was pregnant out of wedlock, they realized she wouldn't work, and they decided to use Rosa Parks because they make movies, they make speeches, they make things real using Lilith, which is the television. Like right now, we would probably even think Ukraine is under siege. It's not. It's Putin. Because to understand the past, we need to understand the past to understand the present. Because BLM did this to us in 2020 and had Sequoia Turner murdered, plus 20 other young children murdered in the streets by other black people like ourselves. And that they are us, led by people who are not us. Our kids are getting dragged into Satanism. We don't even understand what Marxism is. We don't understand what the word racism came in 1940s, and that black people had more. George Floyd's great-grandfather had 500 plus acres of land. We're lost to the game and how they work. And we think white is Jew and Jew is white when they just switch when they feel like and say, I represent you because I wear a yarmulke today. What Martin Luther King did, regardless of what his words were, his actions were to sell all the black people into welfare with Lyndon B. Johnson. And this is why we need to use the words as well as use the knowledge to make sure we're never sold again into slavery and kick the men out of the house and separate Adam from Eve, which leaves a man who is untethered and can be more touched by the state, and a woman who's going to become probably somebody who is going more worldly and have more men to interact with. That's all it is, man. I'm not trying to bring down another brother. You know what I'm saying? Because they're doing this with R. Kelly. And I'm on this R. Kelly fight because I know R. Kelly is innocent. And I'm seeing people who are guilty get off scot-free and get wiped out because they work with the CIA. And they into all of this. And NASA, and they into all of this. And we never went to the moon. They're into all of this. Kevin Samuels, I don't even know if he got murdered by that woman who on Cinco de Mayo, El Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. You know what I'm saying? But we just trying to go through life, enjoy what we got for now, and recognize that we can't get played no more by Colin Kaepernick.
I just want to say this though, man. My recollection is that if you is a threat to the system, to the man, they kill you. If you're not, you stay around. So the fact that he got killed, Malcolm got killed, and other people got killed, to me, it said that they was on the right page. And that's the way I've been kind of, if they lock you up for a whole bunch of time, you know, that just don't make no sense. And if they just lob cases on you, I feel like you a threat to them. And so that's the type of logic that I'm following. You know what I'm saying? I know it's all kind of players involved, and you don't know what side they're on, but that's the criteria I'm looking at right there for stand-up people. If you're a Fred Hampton, you get killed like you did. If you're a Jeff Ford, you get locked up like that. Them the people I think is a threat to these people. I don't think they working for the people. So, again, I'm just gonna stand up against your comment about Martin Luther King. I could ride with you, as far as your research and everything and what you're trying, but I don't think, I think you should have it more together and present more facts that we could all look at and don't have to go search for it when you make them type statements about one of ours. That's just my stance on that, brother.
And check this out. You say we were sold to welfare shit. We just got sold to stimulus checks. What you think about that, Dave? Big bro. What you think about that, big bro?
Yeah, man. They got us. And then we didn't even get them joints, man. You know what I mean? I don't even think that people still got the Biden supporters. Biden voters, I don't even think we got that money that we were supposed to get to vote for Biden. So crazy.
It was welfare then. Now it's
Welfare, man. They
So
try to take us
a
back.
lot of people got paid though. That 2,000 mules was an eye opener. You know what
Hey,
I'm
you
saying?
know what?
And
I heard about that movie, man. I want to see that movie, man. Is it good?
yo, yeah,
Do it,
it's
do it break
I.
it
They talk a
down?
lot, but it's factual.
You
Actually,
say they talk a lot.
it's on this track. Yeah, they
Hey,
talk a
that's the
lot because they actually going into how they figured out how to track everybody. You
and
know what I'm
see
saying?
that's the
So
thing.
they
That's the
actually
thing,
show you an ABS.
brother Midas, is that it seems like, man, all that talking, people don't have enough attention to just pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, they had to find a way to show people without all that damn talking. They had to be able to show them and be able for them to grab it and that's digest it and see what's really going on. It's man, it's just too many people that don't really see what's happening. Like I follow what you're saying. It's just I guess I don't go to the same extreme
Yo, I love
maybe.
how you look at it though. I love how you look at it because I use this picture of Malcolm X for a serious reason. This is when he left the NOI. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? This is when he
okay.
started breaking off and waking up, and that's when he got assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
And he started like, they dealing with little kids out here. They got
Mm-hmm.
them all pregnant. That's when he got assassinated. So when Martin Luther King realized what happened to the black people, I think that's a beautiful way to look at it. But we don't have the records of how they're going to speak after they look at it. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm. So
But
my thing just like with the community, right? Just I'm just gonna say black community. You know what I'm saying? Since we all on here, black. The thing is that eventually we're gonna have to go global, right? Which we already have global impact. So I'm just looking at Dr. King, like we got to come out of our neighborhood to Main Street in order for us to deal with Main Street, see what all they're gonna lob at us, and I just think a period of time they lobbed all they could at us, but now we emerging again to the new civil rights fight. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know what's gonna come now, but we know that we much stronger. We have much more understanding than at the time when Dr. King and Malcolm X went into this integration movement. You had people that was reserved as far as not wanting to integrate, what I'm saying? They want to stay segregated, you know what I'm saying? They did want to integrate. But ultimately, as a community, we're going to have to move from our respective places to the open and begin to, you know, trade with other nations and people and stuff. So we can't just stay segregated. That's probably how they was looking at it. So it's a process of time. And then we at this time again, where we have to make decisions and we have to cut off those things that hinder us as a whole and hold on to those things that propel us forward. You know what I'm saying? And so in that, it's all the ideas of those who came before us. And so then we have a plethora of thoughts to look over as they tell us about who our enemy is and what our strengths are. And so the whole main thing was to separate us really from those mindsets and those type of people. So I know I'm going off on Teddy. I'm gonna just stop right there and let you cut back in. And I'm gonna just try to listen to you.
I was actually just enjoying you going on about, what I'm saying, how you feel about what's going on, man. Like, it's a lot. It seems like a lot because a lot is heaped on us, and we're thinking we're going into this new world where we're going to be the best, and they're really just going to cut off our penises, man, and play with the kids. Like,
That's
it's
that's
just,
that's what they intend to do, no doubt about it.
yeah,
And so the thing
and they're
is,
going to try to use us to do it because they killed
well,
21 kids during the BLM riots. They want to try to do it again, and it's sad, and I'm watching it, and hopefully somebody else watches it and sees what's going on and stops getting used by these democrats and these weirdo individuals. We're living in a world where let's say if you could live forever by eating the fruit of life. You know what I'm saying? And these other people got access to the fruit of life. We're now seeing what they're doing, and it's like, all right, you know what? We need to get rid of everybody who sees what's really going on. You know, I don't know if you get that, but we're not living. We're sheep among lions. We're sheep who are now surrounded by wolves. Yo, Va, man, sorry about that, man. I went on a little long, man. I didn't want to disrespect the
Nah,
brother. I love Martin Luther King, but
y'all was having good dialogue. And
man, I know you gotta get to work though, man. I'm sorry about that, bro.
David probably come out, but I wanted to say something to both of y'all. You know, but he got kicked out. His phone probably wrong or something. But
Yo, we gonna have to talk again, man. It felt bad though because when I saw it too, it's like damn. But it's just like this when I see what happened with R.Kelly, what happened with Michael Jackson, what happened with O.J. Simpson. It's like damn, y'all keep doing this to us, and you
hey,
using us to like hate ourselves, and it's
let me
sad, man.
let me say this before, because David came back in. But to you and brother David, man, and this is something me and brother David was talking about. One time he came on the panel. He like, I don't like, being able to not speak or have say my piece. Saying, see how y'all had dialogue. Brother Dave was able to say how he felt. You was able to say how you felt. And we have good dialogue back and forth by allowing each other to speak. That's how you get understanding. You know what I'm saying? Not no arguing. I'm gonna cut you off because I don't like what you said, and you cut me off because you don't. That I like this type of, and this is the way the conversations have to be when somebody have questions about something that you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say you wrong. I'm just trying to bring me along with you. I want to understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had good back and forth dialogue, you know what I'm saying? Even with Brother David expressing how he felt and you explaining what it is that you were trying to say. So I commend both of you brothers for conducting yourself like men at all times, bro. I salute.
Man, salute to the fullest, Big Vibe. And thanks, brother Dave, man. I'm very sorry for going. You know what I'm saying, but there's certain things we gotta understand because we're coming into a whole new world, the new age of Aquarius, and Christ is coming back. So don't even lose hope. Like what we're seeing is Christ is coming back, and this is why they fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? So
Now, like I say, a lot of stuff that you say, I agree with. I guess it's to the extent I'm not familiar with all the information that you got in there. I try not to go too crazy with it because we already looked at like, we're crazy when you get to talk in certain type of ways. So, I try not to go too far up, stay to the ground. But yeah, man. Yeah, so you got all that going. Now, I tend to think that the ones that really matter is the ones who just need to come together. Not that everybody else don't matter, but the ones that have the power to move other people. So influence. And I see that happening. But also it's that, once upon a time we didn't know as much as we know now. We only suspected and it's like right now we're being shown who is the ones that's really against us. Who is the ones that vote for policies that really hurt the community? And we seeing who behind it. I didn't know for a long time. I didn't know. So now I would actually say since President Trump came into office is when I began to realize the people that was actively against us, whether directly or indirectly, just like their policies don't work for us. So now I'm saying that we know more now, and we able to locate people who think and feel like we are, and able to build with them, especially with the way the internet, like Big Vad reached out to me, man. I've been talking like this for I don't know how long, but Big Vad reached out to me, and now I'll talk to Midas. You know what I'm saying? And so this is obviously how we got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I told Midas. The overseers understand what they didn't want was us to be able to use this internet the way that we use it. And we took something that we all, just like electricity, everybody need it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants it, everybody need it. The higher ups couldn't have this technology without everybody having it. And now we have children, like we say, that are coming out, that are being born now, that these kids can get these devices without even being taught. And how to get straight to what they're looking for.
Yeah.
The reason why we were so far behind in understanding what was going on, because of the same one thing I told Midas that they used to say when I was a kid. They say, if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book, because they'll never read it. A lot of the documents that was around when we were coming up was in books. A lot of us didn't read. Not that we couldn't, we just didn't have the time for it. So now they didn't put this technology into internet, into a computer device. Now it's easy to just go and type in, boom, boom, what year was Martin Luther King assassinated? Right there. You know, that's different than having to go to a library, check out a book, and then the book only give you part of the story. Now you got to check out another book, then you got to check out another book, you know. And that's the part about the waking up that we're seeing now. We have access to this shit whenever we think about something. Damn, who was Marcus Garvey? That's just like me. I've been researching the last 2 weeks. I've been researching more science because I watched some about Moors in prison, and I want to know what the hell was Moor science. So I've been researching and watching.
Man, that's all I've been doing, Big Val. I promise you, man.
That's when Jeff Ford became El Rukin. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Then boom, they go talk about Moor science. I say, man, what is that? So I went to go look what it was. Like, okay, this shit. That, like Dana was talking about the sovereign being sovereign. That's what we're talking about when you talk about moral science.
Yeah, I used to hear people talk about more science. I ain't quite understand that too much neither. But I would always say to them, so you saying to me, if you run that stop sign right there, that the police can't arrest you. And we would get into this long drawn out conversation. They would not answer that question. So I didn't understand it. Okay, so we sovereign citizens, and so I need to do some more research on that too, because I don't quite understand what's the big deal. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand Big Val.
Yeah,
so
the biggest thing about it is you're not operating under the United States corporation. You know,
the corporation.
Yeah, so long as you consider yourself here, you gotta operate. Like, you gotta have life. You gotta have all this different shit that they gotta have. But when you become a sovereign, that means you like a refugee. Is almost like you don't belong to no city, no country, no state, none of that shit.
Is that bad or good?
I mean, it depends. I mean. But you gotta know what you're doing when you're dealing with this type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's this part that's scary. Like I don't know all of them, so I can't just. You know what I mean? I'd rather be an American. I mean, like it's like is it bad to be an American? Is it
ain't no such thing. That's the whole thing right there, brother David. It ain't no such thing.
It ain't no such thing as an American.
It ain't no such thing
as an American.
It ain't, bro. That's the shit that's see, Midas, he the type of person who get deep into that shit to understanding what United States is. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Dana gotta break that down, man. I just be on the history for right now. Yo, that shit be deep.
Yeah, that sounds deep, man. So I'm gonna have to check out. And his name is Dana J.
Yeah, Dana J talk about it, but it's a lot of people on here talk about this shit where they talk about like first, even the birth certificate, getting the certificate of live birth. A lot of this shit is so much shit that you gotta do, but they tell you if you do one step before the other step, your ass could be in jail for a long time.
Wow, the big thing about it from Dana J is that you got to get your kids out of the system. Because if you have to put your children within a school system, then it's like they can then take advantage of your kids or whatever. Like they could take custody of your kids to a certain extent because not kids, offspring. Yeah,
Offspring.
yeah. They done got me on a little litigation thing, man. I'm trying to get with the law, bro.
Because if they say you, how could you be a parent when you look up the Social Security Administration Title 4D child support is broke down into pay rent. How do you pay rent on a child that you birth? That means if you have a child in private, you should be able to take care of that child in private without this agency. Child support is an agency, is a third party agency, a part of the state. Right now, in the state of Mississippi is suing the child support agency in Mississippi. Now, how that sound?
They suing the child support agency.
State of Mississippi is suing the child support agency in Mississippi.
The state of Mississippi is suing a child.
Child support agency. See, the child support is an agency. Is being sued by the state of Mississippi for over $77 million unaccounted for. See, when the money gets fucked up, the truth comes out.
Oh man, you know it's gonna be some money scamming, laundering, or something. How that damn money comes through.
When the money get fucked up, the truth come out.
Yeah.
You know, hell yeah, man. That's why Dana tell you, man. That's why when you see your name in all caps, I'm gonna tell you how you know that this is something different. Anytime you see your name in all caps, they make you a corporation. A corporation can only deal with a corporation. A corporation can't deal with a human. A human is when you see your name with the first letter capital and lowercase. That's a human form. In order for a corporation to deal, I bet you say a little bit before. You go back and look at your court plate, at your court paperwork, it gonna have your name in all capital letters. It gonna say state of Chicago versus whatever. That's why they use terms like defendant, plaintiff. In child support court, they use obligor, obligee. They change these names because they know that they can't deal with you as a person, as a human. So they have to change you, give you these fictitious names in order to bring you into their courts. It's deep, bro.
Yeah, that's deep. Yeah, man. I think I'd just rather be an American, man. I'd rather be a Chicagoan, Illinoisan in America, because that's what I'm gonna be recognized as. Like, if I leave from here and go somewhere else, they're gonna say that guy's a Black American, right? And then if people is risking life and limb to get America, not to be sovereign citizens. I mean, they so it don't really. I don't know.
See,
maybe time that would have had some relevance for me. But
we dropped the ball there. We take.
I see that people come from Mexico is probably Mexico. People come from Guatemala and they bring their flags with them. You know what I'm saying?
But
they
that's
proud,
what all them people.
What they are. And without taking away from, they adding to America. They not proud of where they come from. They're bringing that with them and they're adding to. So I don't.
They're insurgent army, bro. That's an insurgent army. They are removing you.
I think it went down. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Nah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you, dog.
Yo, sorry about that, man. You can hear me?
I'm gonna have to go out and come back in, y'all.
All right.
You can hear me, Big Boy?
I can hear you, Midas.
I can't hear y'all. Let me see.
But they bringing in all terrorists, yo. They bringing in all They got 40 terrorists that just came off of that border, bro. Like,
and then only that, a lot of people can come to this country, and yeah, they gonna be proud to say they from Mexico, Honduras, all these places because they come here as refugees. They don't even have they don't have citizenship. And guess what? If refugees come here, these people get to live they get to live like the rich folks. They come here, go right into a
That's
bank.
all I'm saying, Big Bad. Let me try to come out because I can't hear y'all. I'm gonna try to come out, y'all.
But
Come back
us,
in.
but we live and we born and raised on this soil. And if we as a black person go inside a bank when we turn 18 years old and say we want to go open up a store on the corner of Martin Luther King Boulevard and Malcolm X, guess what? They're gonna look at us like we fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like why don't we have that type of power when we turn 18 in this country as Americans that these refugees get when they come over here?
They get money every month.
They get
They
money,
get clothes. They,
tax free for what 7 years, 7 to 10 years, tax free.
and they're
Yeah,
willing
so
to give up their children, bro. They're not even their children half the time when they trafficking them. Yeah, respect, Dave. You can hear you, man. You can hear?
yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, and that's the part about it that is when they give us that Social Security number, we become property of the Social Security Administration, man. And it's sad for me to even understand. Like it took me to get this old to start hearing about certain stuff like this. And this is what I feel like the community need to be on. Like I see Dana J do lives talking about birthrights and shit like that, and he only had like 20 people over there. 30 people over there, but if he do a live talking about fuck Debo, he got 200 people over there. I'm like, it's crazy how this is some real important information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because guess what? When you born, they take out a trust in your name, $1 million trust. They use your Social Security number to do trades and shit with foreign countries. And this money that's in your name, if you look on back of your Social Security card, you're gonna have an alphabet, a red number. It's an alphabet with a digit on it. That belongs to a bank. They using your name and your Social Security number to do trades with foreign countries. See, this is why you have to take yourself, and when you become sovereign and you take yourself out of this, you can take control of that bank account. You can take control of all of that shit. But you have to do the necessary steps. And like the man say, if you do one before you do the other, your ass better be digging in a hole somewhere. But they gonna come get
Yeah, that's a bit much, man. It's too hard for me to comprehend everything you got to do to.
Yeah, it's a lot of different people though, brother. Me and Don told man, we gotta chop it up on the back line, man, because it's different guys out there that's doing this shit on the internet.
Mhm.
It's even women that's out here trying to teach people how to get their birthright back. You know what I'm saying?
So what
Dana
the
J,
birthright? The
huh?
birthright. What the birthright do?
Birthrights is when you get your birth certificate, the loan form. You gotta get your birthright. Go down to the clerk of court. You gotta get a seal put on your shit. Then you gotta send your birth certificate out to the White House. Then let the president put a seal on. They're gonna give you some paperwork. Dana J got more videos on it. How to do that. It's another woman named Queen Amanda Shakur. She talk about how to do it. And a lot of that birthright shit is like how they deal with you. A lot of times, once you take over when you take control of your birthrights, man. I know this for a fact. When I first heard about the shit, I called out to the Social Security Administration. I say, hey. The guy answered the phone. I say, man, I'm calling down to see if you all got money that's dead or alive in y'all system. I said, the guy said, what's your name? I told him, he said, what's your social? He said, no, it showed that you alive. I say, well, it's entities out here calling and threatening saying that I owe them money and things of that nature. He said, are you sure about that? I said, yes, sir. He say, well, I can send you some paperwork. All of those entities that are calling you saying you owe them money, harassing, whatever it may be. He say you can write down the entity, write down their address, write down the contact person, and you send it in to us, and we will call and put them on notice that you are alive and that they should no longer have dealings with you because how these people deal with us, they deal with us as if we are dead. That's how anytime you put your Social Security number and they run it as if you are dead. But this shit is deep. and deep and we may ever know, because they have kept this away from us forever. And how how we look at people when we say generational wealth, a lot of other people been doing this shit forever, man. We the only race that's behind.
Interesting.
When a child is born, David, the
Uh,
proper way to claim your child is you supposed to put an ad in the newspaper and run it for 2 weeks to acknowledge the birth of that child. How many black people do that? I bet you see white
I don't
folks.
know none.
I grew up, I never knew why we would see these kids in the newspaper where I'm from. We would always see kids in the newspaper.
I ain't got no money in my car. Yeah, bro.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's deep, man. They be
it's
going
deep,
in and
bro.
Uh,
I say it's deep. The proper way
yeah.
to claim birth for your child, you're supposed to run an ad in the newspaper acknowledging the birth of that child. If you haven't did that in 7 days, they give your child a social security number after the 7 days of him being released from the hospital. Once they give your child that social security number, they take control of your child now.
Hey man, listen, very interesting, and all I can say is something happening. Because when you say, I'm thinking about school, you say they take advantage, they take control of your child. I just started thinking about school, the prison, the prison pipeline thing kind of
Oh
came to
yeah,
mind. Yeah, so I know it's all that type of information out there. Though I be reading some of that stuff, but I don't see how it's gonna help us right now. It's like right now, you gotta do too much studying on that type of stuff. What to help you right
yeah.
now?
We so far behind. You absolutely right. We so far behind.
Yeah, so
We centuries behind. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And to the point to where we do take ourselves away. See, but once you take yourself out of that system, then you no longer have to abide by their laws. By these laws, you are no longer governed by the United States. You are you're sovereign. You just who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's why even like you say you've been looking at it when you look at the dude Al Prophet on YouTube. He do documentaries on moral science. And you listen to some of them guys speaking and stuff that they're speaking about, they're talking about exactly what we're discussing right now.
I've seen it. I seen Al Prophet. I seen him talk about Jeff Ford. I seen him talk about it. I watched a couple of his
Yeah.
videos. So and that's the type of awareness that I have of it. That's like a brush of somebody mentioning it, and like some of my guys who probably done saw it in detail, and they try to run down on me with it, and I listen to them. I never really get beyond the birth certificate and the sovereignness. But if you break a law in the United States, you going to jail. So I don't understand how it helps.
Not
It stop us
everybody.
from going to jail. You know what I'm saying? If it don't stop us from getting R.Kelly and Fred Hampton
But
and Jeff
see, but
Ford.
look though, to tell the truth, now when you think about it, ask Dana J. Don Russell tried to do the same shit with R. Kelly's social security number and social security card to pay his debt off.
Okay.
Don Russell almost got R. Kelly fucked up even more because he skipped steps. Dana J got all of that information. He tried to do the same shit that we're talking about to pay R. Kelly debt with this $1 billion trust that you have. He tried to pay the man debt off with this doing this 9/8 shit that these people be talking about. But he missed some steps. Almost got R. Kelly fucked off.
Yeah, I bet. I don't think the last thing you want to do is some sovereign shit when you is in court. You know what I mean? It's like,
See,
no,
he could have. Now, you had that knowledge. You should have been took R. Kelly out of this system. This is why we're seeing them deal with him. You see, they have his name. They have him as R. Kelly. Then they have him as Robert Sylvester Kelly. Now they take them to a corporation. They take them from a corporation to a person, depending on what motion they file or what motion they going in it. Like this is the shit that we be talking about on this platform with Dana J. He said, look here. Look, they got Robert Kelly as a person, but they got R. Kelly as a goddamn corporation.
That made me think about my man when he be separating the artist from the person. He be like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I see that. R. Kelly is the one on trial, but Robert Sylvester Kelly is the one that's finna pay the penalty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly, the artist, the music, the lifestyle is on trial, but the man behind it is the one who's gonna suffer the consequences. And that's actually who I'm standing up for, Robert Sylvester Kelly.
Right.
Not so much as and his right to a fair trial. You know, I'm not stressing his innocence or his guilt or any of that, because, you know, that could vary depending on the information I get. I just want him to have a proper and right trial. That's my stance on with that right there.
I agree.
What's so crazy about this whole R. Kelly situation, the video, that first video was fake. It was all like Hype Williams sort of joint.
I thought so.
Yeah, they taking all us black men and making up all these lies and pushing it in the media and making you get away from man with woman interaction, because R. Kelly is like a minstrel for like love and children, making babies and marriage, yo.
Right.
And they don't want that.
You see, when I don't know if a lot of people noticed this, when their brother Ron Newton came out on Vlad TV, he talked about how the government tried to use him to help bring down Michael Jackson. And he was like, they offered him $250,000 because he had pictures of his kids being at Michael Jackson's house and shit. He had the pictures and everything. It's still on Vlad right now to the day. He had pictures and everything. His kids were signed to the Neutrons, was signed to Joe Jackson back in the day. So this dude Ron Newton, his kid, he had some boys. They were singers. They call themselves the Newtons and the Neutrons. And this dude, his kids spent a lot of time at the casino ranch and shit around Michael Jackson. His kids had a picture with Michael Jackson glove on in Michael Jackson bed. So he said they called him up to a hotel. They called him up to the hotel and say, we heard you had some pictures, you know, your kids at Michael Jackson home. So they offered him $200,000 to get them the pictures to say that Michael Jackson had touched one of his boys. He said he left that bitch and went straight to Joe Jackson, say they trying to set the boy up. You know what I'm saying? He did that interview on Vlad TV, told that shit the next week. He supposed to have part 2. He was dead.
Hey, you know, Ron was a gangster, yo. Ron was a straight gangster. He wasn't gonna let nobody go around his kid like that. Sorry about that, Dave. Yeah, say what you were saying. Sorry.
No, sir. I was listening to you, bro.
Hell yeah, Ron Newton was a gangster, man. That motherfucker was stupid, man. That nigga, he did Fed time. He did time in the Fed. He say he had some work in the car one day. His boy was out there. Say he went to the car looking for her. Say shit, he couldn't find it. Say he got his boy, put him in the trunk of the car. He was asking, they talking about they didn't know what he was talking about. He said he started shooting at the trunk. All of a sudden the boy say, "Oh, we threw it over there."
Yeah, that'll make you tell something, dog. That'll make you answer up, man.
Hey, big bro David, you think I'm lying? If you go to Vlad tonight, just type in Vlad TV, Ron Newton, and he gonna tell you. Ron
Newton.
Yeah, Ron Newton.
Okay, and he they try to get him to set Michael Jackson up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's my you know, again with Mike, right? They make the accusations so believable, especially when, you know, the media push it all down your throat like they did. And it seems like they do all of them like that, man. And so now I don't believe nothing they say, nothing. I believe Mike innocent. I believe everybody innocent. That's how I feel. I believe everybody innocent, bro.
a motherfucker like Prince who had the fucking courage and audacity to come in y'all office and tell y'all he don't want to be a slave for y'all and he want his masters back. You mean to tell he mysteriously died and don't have no will? Come on, man. Prince was too smart for that, man.
Then look, then you got Prince, you got Mike, and then you got Bill Cosby, right? Now all three of them in the same era in the 80s, in the early 90s was doing their thing. So it seemed like a takedown of what Felicia Rashad called legacy. You know what I'm saying? And that seems to be the whole thing, is to take down the image of a strong, black, intelligent man and give us the thugs and the you know, not the best. You know what I'm saying? And that is being broadcasted to the world. So and they broadcasted all the bogus images of black men to the world so that they could be justified in doing and treating us any kind of way because the world see the image that they paint. You understand what I'm saying? And so when the world sees them coming in an aggression form against us, it won't stand up for us. And so that's a part of the whole thing is to diminish, first of all, to demonize and diminish our power, our voice, and then ultimately to just, you know, man, I don't know what the total end is, but it ain't good. You know what I'm saying?
Same shit, bro. And I say they don't wanna when we see R. Kelly express himself the way he expressed himself on King, people say, "Oh, he shouldn't have did that." He should.
I think he did.
The man is human. I feel like he did a good job on the interview. I feel like he expressed raw emotions on the interview. You know what I'm saying? Based off the type of questions she was asking him. But if you go back and look at the Travis Smiley interview, he was calm the whole time because that dude was genuine with R. Kelly.
Yeah, he was.
King was kind of like trying to tell him, you know you did this shit while you defending yourself type.
Right, with the loaded questions.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm right, I'm right than a motherfucker. You know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? So we saw R. Kelly on there, you know, he knew, he believed in the shit that he was saying. That's why you saw the
That's what he said.
Hell yeah.
Use your mind, y'all. That's what
hey, come on now, David.
Use your mind, y'all.
Hey, Dave, I'm gonna talk to you like they talking.
All right. I can't hear you, big man.
I'm gonna talk to you like they talking Chicago, Joe. Now you get out on the corner. You get caught out in Inglewood.
Right.
On the corner, you get caught. You get bumped. You go down for 2 years. You finna come back, go to the same block, pick back and hang out there again.
Oh man, no.
What type of fool would I be with the crazy past that I have to get on the same thing in 2018? You try to tell me I just don't give a fuck.
And then on top of that, to know that them people is watching.
You feel
like Pac said that it's the song Picture Me Rolling, say the feds watching, right? But I'm knowing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. I had to get go ahead, big guy.
You good, man.
Yeah, I had to give him at least that benefit of a doubt. You know what I'm saying? I have to. I got to, you know. And then when I look at R. Kelly going to different people and talking, like it's a lot of videos, you know, like during the process, during the time, different powerful people that he was talking to, man. And I just look at them people as, man, they turned their back on that dude. Now I don't know why they did that. I don't know if they did it for, you know, hey, like I say, it's a terrible charge, but they, you know, so man, hey, man.
I wonder would Dion go down with him again when he come home. You know, that was Deion Sanders, made Kirk Franklin during that time. Kirk Franklin prayed.
Kirk Franklin prayed for who?
R. Kelly.
Kirk Franklin prayed for R. Kelly
on the stage. Yes,
on
sir.
the stage, and then Deion Sanders did what?
Deion Sanders called him on the stage.
Call him on the stage to pray for R. Kelly, or call R. Kelly on the
Called
stage?
R. Kelly on the stage.
Yeah, see, that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do, big guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're supposed to do.
Yo, but see, these powers y'all going to get that R. Kelly's going against are huge. R. Kelly is like innocence surrounded by evil. You get what I'm saying? These people are predating on him from years, and all of us. So we got good people. We got Frederick Douglass. We got Bojangles, who actually like when Bojangles died, they had a funeral for him that looked like Biggie Small's funeral. Everybody loved him. He did loads of charities. He worked for the
Really?
kids. You know what I'm saying? We got good people, and they demonize them. They call them
Mhm.
Uncle Toms, and it's just
Mhm.
like, no, that was a good guy. You
Mhm.
know?
See,
So
people
I'm just
got
trying
to
to find the good ones.
because I really look at real Uncle Tom. So Uncle Tom, but people, the image that they got us thinking of Uncle Tom is so good.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard it was something different than what it.
He he was loyal. He told you what a loyal person looked. He was loyal, and he did the job that he had to do. But he did come back. He came back and for the slavery. But he was honest and he was straightforward. And he didn't free people to like run away. He worked paid money and went back and out of
Bought him out.
yeah.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Every time you hear Uncle Tom, it's like in a bad way.
Hey, see, his dad was like a straw ball for his dad was like a straw ball slave on him. But the slave have a drinking problem. One night he got so fucked up and broke both his shoulders. You know?
You breaking up, Big Val. You breaking up, King.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So one night he fell off the horse. The white man got so fucked up he fell off the horse and broke his shoulders. So Josiah, he had a Uncle Tom, brother, he had a choice to leave him there or escape. He helped the dude up, took him to the house. When he got him to the house, the dude still allowed the people to fuck him over. After he helped the slave master. So eventually the slave master died. Now the slave master, his wife, they were sending all the slaves to his brother down in New Orleans. So they went from Kentucky to New Orleans, but on the way to New Orleans in some part of Cincinnati somewhere, it was a free state. He could have let the people free there and let them went away, but he was loyal to the lady or whatever, and he did what he did and continued on with taking the slave down to New Orleans. When he got him to New Orleans, he regretted it like a motherfucker because he realized that the conditions was way harsh than they was where they come from.
In
So
Kentucky.
yeah, in Kentucky. So he went back. So on the way back, he stopped in Cincinnati. Found out that Cincinnati was free slave place, and then it ended up going back to Kentucky. So when he got back to Kentucky, he had made up his mind or whatever. He went back to Cincinnati, started working, started making money, and guess what he started doing? He started going to New Orleans and buying some of the people back and bringing them to Cincinnati so they can work and be free. So it's a fucked up story, but you have to be like more like, you know what I'm saying? Look at it on both sides. The dude was loyal, he was honest, and he was loyal. You know, and
And
And he
this
freed
is and
slaves, yo. That's nice.
we talk about Uncle Tom, right?
yeah, Uncle Tom, his real name is
Okay.
Josiah Hanson.
Oh, okay. Josiah Hanson. This is a black guy, right?
That guy. Yeah.
Black guy. Okay.
Even the first U.S. Marshal, man, Bass Reeves was the
Really?
first U.S. Marshal, was a black man.
Wow. Okay. Now I wonder if he would call himself sovereign or American.
He was like one of them motherfuckers that go and do get bounties and shit. He like people like we saw in the movie Django, right? Instead of that white man, it was a black man that used to do that shit.
The Django was a funny ass movie,
Man, Samuel L. Jackson, he played the shit out his role, man.
Yeah, he did. I think Samuel Jackson is for like that in real life.
He should have got an Oscar for that.
I mean, he played that role so good. I think he like that in real life, man. Hey, lad. But anyway, go ahead, bro.
He played the shit out that role. In that white Quentin Tarantino, I think that was his name.
That directed the movie. That was a cold.
Yeah, but Samuel Jackson, he looked the same as he did in Coming to America, man. These men ain't aging, bro. Like,
man, I'm trying to see this. Another thing. Why ain't people like Samuel L. Jackson and Morgan Freeman passing the torch down to up and coming people? These motherfuckers 80 still doing commercials and shit.
They in that club, man. They in that club. You know what I'm saying? They in that meat market club. Like R. Kelly was seeing, man. He was seeing some crazy shit, and he can't talk. I remember he started shaking in that interview, and that's when they took him down. When he said,
what interview?
What really are kids in cages? They really are women in cages. They really are people in cages.
Oh, you said that interview? Yeah, they did, man. I think he should have did that video, Big Val, like you said, because didn't nobody ever really hear his side. You know, they didn't really hear his side then, but they did get, raw footage of him, man, standing up for his innocence. Like, man, come on, y'all, think about this. And, it seemed like, man, everybody should have understood where he's coming from. But
now, people don't understand it because, with people, that's just like if a female go talk about you to another female, you know what I'm saying? You just so happen to meet that female. She already formed an opinion about you based off of what another motherfucker is saying. So a lot of people have formed opinions about R. Kelly based off of all the shit that they done heard, not knowing the man for who he is.
Right.
I used to hear a lot of shit about people. They said, man, don't fuck with that nigga, man. He bad, man. Don't go fuck with this nigga, man. That nigga. But then when I go holler at the nigga tell me, oh, man, nigga owe me $20, $30, man. Now I see why you saying don't go fuck with this nigga, because you owe them some money. You feel? Oh, the nigga told on my people, man. That's why he telling you not to come, telling me not to come fuck, because he don't want me to know who he really is. And that's the truth right there. People don't want you to get close to you.
That's all right, Big Brother. They gonna tell on you. So one of the things, right? I've been in so many situations in my life that like prove that out. Like, for instance, when I was in the place, and I came through. I had some status, you know what I'm saying, in the joint. So when I was in the joint, it was a dude who belonged to my organization, but he was claiming status that we did not honor. You know what I'm saying? And so I had talked to the brother, and I told him, man, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Before, just trying to check the situation before we have to go any further or whatever. But he kept doing it, so we had to deal with it. And when they got up with the boy, and his mama was, really doing a lot of secretarial work for the guys on the outside, you know what I'm saying? And it was her son. And so the lady was sending out kites, man, like bullets, you know what I'm saying? Get that nigga, he beat my son up. And listen, and the guys, they was at me, you know what I'm saying? I ended up getting moved to another joint, and some guys that came down there on point, you know what I'm saying, to get up with me about that. But when they got a chance to meet me and know me, they realized that I was in the right and they was in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so it'd be like that. It'd be people that be lying on people. You know what I'm saying? And that was my whole thing with that. So you can't always believe because they'll say something about somebody, and then you'll get to meet that person and you'll like that person. You know what I'm saying? And the person, like you said, will be just lying on that person because something was wrong with them.
And that's
you know what I'm saying? Huh? I hear you.
I say that's what it mostly be. But there wasn't Kurt Franklin that prayed for him, but this the video of Dion calling R. Kelly up on stage. I'm gonna Dion.
Here, look, these are the same symbols as the ones on the tablet. Check. Some sort of proto-Norse language.
Understand, I played Super Bowls and you've got better than that football game. I know you can play.
Sorry, it's Swan. It's the 10th text since this morning. I've been the proud owner of Safe Space Seattle for 4 hours and I already want to sell it. Well,
You got
who doesn't? Have people who have people.
you out.
Pros have access to the big cheese. I don't want the big cheese. I want
Yo, Dave, thank God you survived, man.
Yeah,
Respect.
man. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Brother McClurk and God.
Yo, I'm gonna head out though, fellas. I gotta go do some stuff with the dog, and then I'm heading to sleep, man. It's been great talking to you though, man.
Hey,
Both of y'all,
I
man.
subscribe, bro. I just want you to know that, man.
Yo, thanks, man. But I don't really post shit. I'm all like outside the metaverse right now, man. These people crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do some music, man, just for you, man. It's all good. Respect, King.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Respect, King.
All right, Mike.
Respect.
yes, but I actually
What you want, Dave?
Huh?
fighting to bring in my responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
after our last discussion here.
Is that okay? Brother Kelly, I've been trying to get in touch with you.
That is.
Music.
Okay, hold on,
Pastor, Brother Kelly, because
no, you heard topic? Everything feels so dry and inaccessible. Naturally, Antonio for the whole thing sewed up.
Wow, okay.
Published already. No, let him get inside your head.
Was it Benny Hinn or something? Is it Benny Hinn? Benny Hinn going to delivering from the sex drug? Who that is? Oh, that's another guy. Okay.
What if I don't find it? Oh, the thing that's me. Seriously,
in your hands to discover.
Everyone in your hands way. And just for this dear brother, but for everyone that's here that may have a high profile unit, let's just pray for them right now. I want to say one last thing, and I'm very conscious of the time. But 4 weeks ago, Dion, God church and said on this night something very strange and unrehearsed would happen. And that this is what God gave the word, that it would be very strange and unusual. It would be a setup by him. I want you to pray for this dear man right now. And I want us to pray for him. Father, I pray for this God right now by your spirit.
Watch this shit,
and Lord, I pray that anything that acted with, plotted, or planned, or against, which is above every name, the name of Jesus, that every onslaught of the enemy will cease and stop from this. Pray, God, that there will be a fresh anointing resting upon him. And God, break any generational curses, Great word curses spoken over him. And I pray once again that the Holy Ghost will breathe upon him a fresh of the Holy Spirit. God, touch him in Jesus' name. Breathe upon him, I pray. In the name of Jesus. Everyone say, in the name of Jesus. There it is, sir. There it is. That's it. That's it. So put your hands together and give God a praise. Hallelujah. Praise. Praise him. Praise him. Give him praise. You can do that. All of those who are watching, give him praise right now.
You think it's more spiritual, man?
Say it again, Big Five.
I say you think this is more spiritual than anything, right?
Yeah. It's definitely spiritual, man. It's definitely spiritual. And I actually, a lot of the times I be thinking that a lot of the people that got took down like that, like I would like to know about Larry and Fort. I wonder if it was the God factor. You know what I'm saying? Is it the fact that these people do believe in God, that they was targets like that? Because when you look at the 6-point star and the 5-point star, and I always kind of be over to the gang side of it. I don't want to be like that all the time, but I understand a lot of things through what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. And I recognize the 5-point star and the 6-point star. Both of those things are religious symbols. You know what I'm saying? So, in their minds, was they, like, was it a religious aspect to it? And then, I remember one time I was watching this guy named Don Dirk from Chicago. He got I want to say a special person or a high-ranking person to the BDs, and he was saying how they had basically drew from the Bible when they was coming up with their literature and stuff like that. So I was wondering, like, is it really like a spiritual thing? And I would say yeah. So I would say yeah, but I was just wondering, like, in the past, if them cats was also spiritual.
Yeah, man, shit. It's deep, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta believe and we gotta fight. We gotta continue to fight because at this point, man, it seems like anything that they could possibly do to try to tear us down is what's gonna come around, what's gonna come about.
Yeah, but I actually think that, those things make us strong as hell. It's like a bodybuilder, right? He not gonna get big if he just go in there and put like 250 plates on there. You know what I'm saying? He only get as swollen as big as the weight that he had to push up off of. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, these people are creating and making a very strong and resilient people. Now, in meantime, you're gonna have some that fall and be crushed by what they're doing. But ultimately, those who come out of it, they stronger. So I don't think like other people think. I think that we got a glorious future that we headed to, and can't nothing stop it. And they're doing everything they can to stop it. But ultimately, they won't be able to stop it. You know what I'm saying? And so I draw off of that future, and it helped me. It keep me from getting sad. It keep me from getting to the point where I want to give up, because the fight is like overwhelming when you think about the people that you have to maybe convince to maybe look a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? Keep going again. There you go.
What you think about that motherfucker?
Who?
Never take the stand, but he go around slandering
Who that?
You know him?
White guy?
Yeah.
No, I don't know him.
Man, this the biggest piece of the puzzle right here.
Who is this?
This the dude, Jim Derogatis, that claimed that he received a sex tape in the mail. And he received a sex tape in the mail anonymously.
White guy.
The white guy, the big dude with the blue shirt on right here.
And the white guy, people believe the white guy.
He received a sex tape in the mail. But the problem is, you received it. How did you receive this sex tape in the mail? And the first person you thought to call was Sparkles?
Wow. Wow. Sparkles.
He received a sex tape in the mail. The first person he thought to call was Sparkles. Sparkles come look at the tape. She automatically say it's her niece. This how the first trial came about. Him. This motherfucker.
Wow, I did not know that.
He tried to get a job working for R. Kelly. R. Kelly wouldn't hire him. Yes, sir. You need to put the radar. Jim Derogatis, man.
Hold on, let me write that down. Yeah, man. Now, where Barry come in at? Who? Ain't his name Barry or Harry or Barry or something?
See, Barry was the person that R. Kelly met early on when talent show, and at the talent, he won a talent show, but Demetrius Smith ran off with the money.
Okay, we got all right. So, what's the first person name again?
His name is Jim. Can you see it on there? Jim Derogatis.
Yes.
Gotti, like in John Gotti?
Yeah, DEROGATIS.
DEROGTIS.
Yeah, he's important to put on the radar. Jim Derogatis. So, R. Kelly was running around. Well, now R. Kelly was running around. Demetrius Smith was running around with R. Kelly.
Okay.
R. Kelly did a talent show. He won the talent show. Demetrius Smith took the check and hauled ass. That's R. Kelly hired him. So R. Kelly was walking down the street and he walked into this Coliseum that said they was auditioning. He go inside. The first person he run into when he go inside was Barry Hankinson. Barry Hankinson was over the audition. He asked to perform. Said they weren't taking no more performances. So he said some of his speech just told him to start singing. So he just started singing. So the dude like, so that's how he get. Hey,
phone breaking up.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he sung for Barry Hankinson, Barry Hankinson said that he could introduce him to somebody else, which was Dad McDavid. Dad McDavid and Barry Hankinson took over. Then they'll push Demetrius out the door again, which made Demetrius talk about when Rob fired him and he took R. Kelly credit card, used it up, and he said he used to ask R. Kelly for money, and if R. Kelly wouldn't have gave him no money to feed his family, that he would have hurt Robert, all type of shit. But and R. Kelly, they talk about it. I think they said Demetrius Smith's sister Carlita was married to Craig Hodges from the Chicago Bulls. So I'm thinking that, if I'm not mistaken, this is not 100% accurate to my knowledge, but I'm thinking this is what I recall. That Craig Hodges had gave R. Kelly an advance like 30 grand or something like that. So when he fired Demetrius, he gave Demetrius that 30 grand and give your brother-in-law back his money or whatever, and he would just cut ties with Demetrius. Demetrius was mad and he been mad at R. Kelly ever since. But R. Kelly cut him off. A lot of these people, like R. Kelly said, a lot of these people ain't nothing but ex-workers that's mad
Disgruntled employees.
yes, that's what he called them,
Mm-hmm.
disgruntled employees. A lot of these
Mm-hmm.
people that he cut off along the way, they got mad because guess what? They was so used to robbing them and getting all this money. Till you got a motherfucker that's stealing goddamn me $5,000-$10,000 a month. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of bread, dog. That's a lot of money, man.
I told people, you do the math, man. R. Kelly sold over 750 million albums. If the man you do 750 million times $10 an album, man, that's 750. That's 700 something billion.
Yeah.
That's 7,500,000,000. If you do 750 million times 10, that's 7,500,000,000.
Right.
What a man money is.
Where's that, man? That's all I'm saying. They robbed the hell out that man. Boy, they still robbed him, man. God damn, man.
That's the issue. Man, the man said on Gayle King interview, he went to the bank for the first time. He only had $300K in there. What's 300,000 when you know you worth well over? You should have at least $1 billion in that bitch. You should have close to $1 billion in that motherfucker. Easy.
Easy.
Even if you did dollar for dollar, man, you should have at least 750 million. Easy, man. Man, Barry Hankerson, Susan Logan, them motherfuckers, they was pimp. They were going around Chicago finding young girls on the street that was 18. And this is why I tell people about this shit. All these females had to be 18 if they got a settlement from R. Kelly, because if they was under 18, their parents would have had to sign for it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And man, you know, it's just terrible that a person can be surrounded with so many horrible people. So,
man.
And I wonder, like, man, was there anybody on the man's side? It just sounded like nobody was, man. That's so crazy.
Nobody, bro. I said the same shit about his wife. This nigga married you, and you so damn stupid to the point that you ain't even realizing who you married to the point to where you should have had this little stone or something.
Man, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Man, look, bro, big bro. Bitch, man, she need to get all my look, man. I'm finna bring you all my contracts. I need you to read over these contracts and let me help me understand what they saying. You know what I'm saying? This man got songs, but he got, bro. When I knew this was bullshit, this dude got songs. Well, motherfucker getting credit for producing, mixing, mastering songs, and everybody know that this nigga do all that shit himself. He don't let nobody work on his shit. Man.
It's just robbery, just highway robbery all the way around the board.
Got credits on his shit. If you go back and look at his catalog and shit, like them boy Dana J them know how to do that shit.
Yeah.
Man, motherfucker got credit on his shit, man. So many credits. Motherfucker got a song with 10 credits on there where he done did everything. Wrote, song, mix, mastered, everything.
Yeah.
It's boy, man, look, that's what I told. I tell people all the time, I say R. Kelly's gift was his curse, man. His gift was singing, and his curse was not being able to articulate and understand contract. And these people, ain't no way they could have did that to a motherfucker like Pac or a motherfucker like somebody.
Man, they did all them people like that, man. Ain't nobody escaped the music business. They can't get over on you, man. It seems like they kill you and get the money off insurance.
Right, man.
So you can't get over on them people, man. And they not fair. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't mess with the wrong person at the right time. So and we all get to see this going down.
Sam Cooke though, and he was signed to the same label. Sam Cooke was killed. He was trying to get his masters and lead the label.
The same label?
The same. the same label. I don't know if R. Kelly, if he was still with it, but Sam Cooke was signed to one of the same motherfuckers that be getting credit off R. Kelly shit.
Right. I know. I had heard like they had the same manager, like like a lot of older groups before R. Kelly had Hank, whatever his name is, Barry Hankerson or Hank
Man,
Barrison, whatever.
oh, damn, man.
And
It's
they
been,
was like,
it's been a minute since. I'm gonna tell you something. You ever heard of Unsung Hollywood?
yeah, I have.
They got the story of Sam Cooke on there. If you go and watch that shit, Unsung Hollywood, Sam Cooke, it'll tell you who he was signed to. See, they didn't like Sam Cooke because Sam Cooke had came friends with Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali. He was fucking with them real tough. And
Right.
they was already pushing back against Muhammad Ali because at the time that he was, changed his name. And Sam Cooke, you see that they try to rob the man, and then the woman had the hose. She was pimping the hose out the hotel, and they robbed the man. He went to go get his shit. Then they killed him. And the first thing they say, he tried to rape the lady.
Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke, you ain't know how he got killed?
No, Sam Cooke was pimping too.
No, Sam Cooke wasn't pimping. The lady,
Oh, okay.
the female that ran the hotel, that he had a show somewhere. So he
Okay.
had got an escort pretty much. The lady
Okay.
was like a handler. So the lady stole Sam Cooke's shit. When he woke up, he caught the bitch stealing his shit. When he woke up, he chased her. She ran into the front of the hotel, through the
Okay.
front of the hotel. And when he ran in there behind her and ran, chased in the room trying to get his shit back. It was a black lady who was the receptionist. A black lady shot and killed Sam Cooke and told her that Sam Cooke tried to rape the girl, rape the woman. The bitch didn't do no time for killing Sam Cooke either.
Damn. I just know that, man. I'm not laughing at Sam Cooke. I'm just laughing at how they do the Black Stars, man. It's just obvious to me. And I did a video about this. I was thinking about James Brown and how they did James Brown, man. Now you just told me about Sam Cooke. It's just man, it's amazing how they do these people. You know what I'm saying? The people give them so much money, but they don't let them leave like on top. It's some type of thing that always kill a they whole little bio or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta take the image with them, man.
Yeah, they tarnish the image. They don't leave them intact. You know what I'm saying?
Sam Cooke was fucking with Malcolm and he was fucking with Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm. Malcolm and Muhammad.
You know, Ali.
Say it again.
I said they hated Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, and they just seem to just take him around on a dog chain, showing them off, like showing them in this broken like position, man. See, I promise you, I did not see things the same way everybody else see things. When I would see Muhammad Ali shaking, and I think that's how they wanted to see the man. That's how they wanted to parade him around. You know, it really wasn't no honor in that. And I don't know.
That's how they want us to see our great our either locked up, fucked up, or dead. You know what I'm saying? Not. I'm glad. Damn, brother Midas off of here. I'm gonna write that in my notes because next time I talk to him, now what you think about the NFAC? The not fucking around.
Not fucking.
Yeah. I'm gonna see what they them. I want to know about them going up there, marching on goddamn up there to go see the talking about they heard the crackers be up here and shit. Y'all go up here where ain't nobody here.
You know, the name itself kind of threw me all the way out, man. Both of them, the name of the group and the name of the leader. And I said, wow, what is this? And did nothing come of it. And then dude got locked up. And then so now I appreciate something like the NFAC if it was the shit they was doing was like cartoon shit, man. It's like you didn't have no. I didn't have no respect for what I was saying. So if I didn't have no respect, and I give everybody a benefit of the doubt, then I know that like other people didn't either. So I don't know what to make of that, man. That was ridiculous. What I say of it. And even man, yeah, so what I was saying about it, not.
This that Sam Cooke shit.
The lady always had an but all the attention was amplified. On October the 1st, just 2 months earlier, he had the newest
Hold on, man. I'm listening.
at the COPA, and it was very well received. So he was moving on, getting ready to compete with white rock and roll chart. He was on his way to Sammy Davis Jr.
It's breaking up again.
December 10th would be his last full day. For the post on December 11th, Sam.
It's still breaking up.
Yeah, it's still breaking up a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, this follow-up video that.
Hold on, right? We try.
This guy again, the alien conspiracies, we're watching this stuff. Apparently, our sister. Well, I have been keeping an eye on this nutbag since our wedding with that one monster. It's a good thing I did. I'm probably something. Guess a lot. That's the one that only our monster. I'm not like this. Even some crazy guy who got one case on to chew magical bags. Magic himself. He could be finding these creatures and controlling them. It makes him very dangerous. I'm looking out for an element visit and find out who or what he is.
If I can get it to come up here.
Okay.
I have to meet a dozen volunteers in 20 minutes when you do therapy clinic. I can't be late. What are you doing? I'm trying to have a relationship with more sex after at least show up for a coffee date. Well, I'm CEO of Seattle. I have responsibilities too. Yeah, and you're your own boss. You have your own schedule. Again, do you know where to serve that?
Okay.
Where is the tablet?
If anyone makes an attack about my age, I never really considered it basic myself. Watchers, they're only 8, right? So eventually she'll catch up to you. Please surpass me.
Harry? Everything all right?
Sorry.
You don't have $9. Not even 9.
Not even 8.
Answering burning questions?
Not even what?
Not even 2.
You broke. A black person cannot be that broke.
Now, what you call me? A white person?
I said black person.
Black person? I'm brown. From the boogie down. Productions, of course. Our music be thumping. Others say they bad, but they bugging. Yeah. Only one in here?
So, how's the quest for the cure going? Mysterious allergy. Slowly.
Happy Others Day. This is after Mother's Day. It's Happy Other's Day, yeah. All other people.
Oh yeah. Hey. Do you remember those maple pecan muffins? I made you a special batch. Oh, thank you.
Turn that light off.
I know. Does a gazillion come before or after a zillion? I can't remember Ruby Tuesday. No. We are just friends with love and benefits. Okay, she did ask me out last week, but obviously I said no. Why obviously? I'm with you. But you can't be with me. We're keeping okay. Okay is no way to live. Are you sure you don't want to? I'm sure. And plus this, our relationship won't last forever. Hello? What did I say? Where are you?
Nah, it wouldn't let me play it. So
No,
shit.
okay.
I'm gonna have to send it to you though. Send you the link for sure.
Yeah.
Because you can go watch it though. But they showed they showed a picture of the lady. Let me see. All right, hold on. Like this was the female right here. This was the female that he was with.
And this is
Sam Cooke.
okay, Sam Cooke.
This the female he was with. This the lady that shot him right here.
Oh wow, black lady.
That's the lady that shot him.
Wow. Where this happened at?
Let's see.
California, Chicago.
I wouldn't even
Sam Cooke.
I don't know what the fuck this city look like. I don't know. Yeah, it kind of look like the shop, but I don't think that's Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't look familiar like that.
Have you looked at the names on this?
Might be Chicago.
Anita Bath, Lucy Bowles, Philip McCrack, Hugh Jazz.
Had 4 martinis, and then he got pulled away from their table to join some people at the bar in the restaurant. After Sam at the bar, the food that he and the Schmitz ordered arrived at their table. So
Courtney Love said
Al went to the bar
California.
to grab Sam and
California.
when Al approached the bar,
You notice how all the stars get tipped in California?
Sam was buying drinks for everyone.
So hey man, hey, make it out of California, boy. You lucky, boy.
Thousands of dollars.
Kodak Black just made it out of there. We try to get him down there.
Table and just enjoy dinner with his wife. Sam would be entertaining his friends at the bar that night. Not far from the bar, a young woman was staring at Sam. She was Elisa Boyer, a name that I know you are familiar with if you know anything about any of the Sam Cooke death stories. In case you don't know her name, she was a 22-year-old Asian woman who will hear a lot more in this series. But at this moment, she is just a cute girl who a guitar player introduced to Sam Cooke. Clearly, she had made quite an impression on Sam Cooke because by 1 o'clock in the morning on December 11th, he had put her in his brand new red Ferrari and drove her to a nightclub. The nightclub was called PJ's. Sam was on his way there to meet the Schmitz, Al and Joan, who he had just ditched for dinner at Martoni's. But by the time Sam and Elisa got to PJ's, the Schmitz had already left. Sam and Elisa stayed to have some fun until Sam ended up getting into an argument with another man who was coming on to Elisa. She asked Sam to take her home. They ended up leaving PJ's around 2 a.m., about an hour after they arrived. Elisa said Sam sped down Santa Monica Boulevard. She begged him not to get on the freeway, but he did. She told the police that she asked Sam to take her home, but he wouldn't. He told her, "Don't worry, I just want to go for a little while." Then he began to stroke her hair and tell her how pretty she was. They exited the freeway near the LAX airport. Elisa again asked Sam to take her home, but instead, Sam drove her to El Segundo, the Hacienda Motel to be exact, a seedy little place catering to, let's say, very short-term visitors, well known for its $3 an hour rates. Sam left Elisa in the car while he went to get them checked in.
Now, why would he take her to a hotel that's known for very short stays, which means they only come to this hotel to fuck?
Right.
You feel me? If she was
Right.
trying to go home.
He registered under his real name, Sam Cook. The clerk on duty that night was Bertha Franklin. When Bertha saw Elisa Boyer in Sam's car, she told him that he would have to sign them both in as Mr. and Mrs. Cook. Were sleazy little airport motels really clocking people like that back in the day? That seems strange. Anyway, after Sam got them checked in, he drove around to the back of the motel to get to their room. Elisa maintains that she never wanted to have sex or go to a motel with Sam. So even after he checked them into the motel, she claims that he had to drag her into the room. Pause. I generally believe women when they say that they have been in a position to be assaulted. It happens all too often. But if Elisa didn't want to go to a motel, but saw him pulling up to a motel, and she still didn't want to go to a motel, but she saw him go to the front desk to register for a room at the motel, didn't she have a chance to get out of the car and run while he was inside registering with Big Bertha? Just a thought, but I digress. Elisa says that after he dragged her into the room, he pinned her onto the bed and started tearing off her clothes. She told the police, "I knew he was going to rape me."
Wow.
She went into the bathroom and tried to lock the door, she says, but she couldn't because the latch was broken. She says that she tried to exit through the window, but the window was painted shut. So she came out of the bathroom, back into the room to find a naked Sam Cook. She says that he groped her and then he went into the bathroom. Huh? Am I the only one thinking that this story makes absolutely no sense?
They've been lying on
Elisa
niggas
says
forever,
that
man.
while he was in the bathroom, she grabbed her clothes and ran out, wearing nothing but her bra and a slip. She ran to the night manager's door, pounded on it, and got no answer from Bertha Franklin. Eliza says that after that, she ran half a block and dumped her clothes on the ground, and then got dressed. Sam's clothes were tangled in with hers. She left his clothes on the ground. Is this the part where you all are wondering if this was all just about a plot to steal the cash that Sam Cook had on himself that night?
Yep.
Because that's what I'm wondering. But I digress. After she left his clothes on the ground, she got the telephone booth and called the police and told them that she had been kidnapped. And just for the record, I realize that her name is Elisa, not Eliza, but it's the lies for me, you guys, right now. I just lies. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the motel, Sam had come out of his motel room to look for Eliza. Wearing nothing but his sports jacket and one shoe, he drove his Ferrari back to the manager's office. He hopped out of the car and banged on the door, yelling, "Is the girl in there?" Bertha told him no, she wasn't. She also told the police that he had been previously warned by another motel resident that a prowler was on the premises, so she didn't want to open the door. Then Sam began to try to open the door until he rammed it open with his shoulder. He caused the door to rip off of the frame and the door latch to give. He busted in, looking around for Elisa. He grabbed Bertha's wrist and asked her, "Where is the girl?" And then Bertha got into a physical altercation. Bertha was shorter than Sam, so he had a reach advantage over her, but she had the weight advantage, outweighing him by 30 pounds. Among other things, she told the police, quote, He fell on top of me. I tried to bite him through that jacket, biting, scratching, everything. Finally, I got up when I kicked him. I run and grabbed the pistol off the TV and I shot at close range 3 times. End quote. Well, what a horrible shot he must have been, because 2 bullets completely missed at close range. But what it was, it entered his left side, went through his left lung, then his heart, and then his right lung.
That's a 22.
Sam fell back and said his last 4 words, "Lady, you shot me." Bertha claimed that after that shot, he still got up again and ran at her. He then hit him over the head with a broom handle. He stayed down for good. When the police arrived at Hacienda Hotel, Cook was dead. At 6 in
That's
the
the
morning,
picture right there. But Sam
That sound like Kevin Samuels.
Man, exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, man.
That's why I'm gonna bring up tomorrow. I'm glad you noticed it.
Yeah, man.
Cook. Last picture of Sam Cook fatally dead with a jacket on, no underwear on, nothing.
Nah. Golly. Yeah. Yep, man. Same old play, man. You'll recognize it. Once you eyes is open to it, you'll see they run the same play, man.
Same play, different day.
Different day. Different cat. Caught in the same trap. The thing about it is they use you against you. They use your proclivities, they use your, you know what I'm saying, your sexuality, anything they can, and then, you know, they just use it against you. So.
And see, now how did she go? Only reason why she started fucking with Sam Cook is because he was in the bar. Say he was in the bar just buying everybody a drink, flashing, you know, lots of money and different shit like that. So the only reason why she went with him is because he had the money and shit flash.
So
all
what
the
you
shit
say?
she talking about, she didn't want to go. Like the lady said, he went into the hotel to check in, all that shit. She had countless of time. She could have ran out there. She could have hopped out the car and did the same shit she did when she ran out the hotel with the clothes.
She just drove off with the car.
Drove off with the car, anything.
Anything. Everything. See, then that goes to that, you know, believe all women. And the white woman lying on the black man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or the Asian or the foreigner, however you want to put it. It's the same old thing, man.
You can't believe woman just a woman. I say you can't believe a woman just because she's a woman.
No, you can't. And then people can't act like women don't lie. Women be lying about, is this your baby or not? For years, man. Shit, man. Come on now. Women lie. Man, hey, my sister, who I love, she told me her boyfriend hit her. Me and my guys went over there and we slapped that boy up for at least an hour straight. That's a long time to get slapped on. So, and come to find out, she was lying on the man. She was lying on the man, Joe, and you know it could have got so much more worse than that, man. And it was done. It was done, and it wasn't no going back. She had straight up lied on that man. So no, women lie, men lie. You know what I'm saying?
They got brothers who ain't gonna play that shit.
Right.
Them motherfuckers be quick to throw us in some shit. I'm finna call my brother. He said, bro, you better start running over there. He said, because you going over there to help that motherfucker. And you go over there, do all that shit, she gonna have the nigga right back over there.
Right back. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And then, later on in the flick, I would see the cat, and I knew the cat. Then ain't gonna never forget that day. You know what I'm saying? And they still messing around. It's like, that's man. Yeah. So women lie, man, and it's a dangerous lies they be telling.
On December 10, 1960.
Awkward shit, man. Awkward position to be in, man. But I'm finna get up off of here, man. But since you mentioned that, boy, we gonna bring up this. We gonna bring up this Sam Cooke shit with this Mexican Chinese lady tomorrow.
Okay.
This, same bullshit, right?
Same bullshit, man. Same shit. Different toilet.
All right, brother. Man, I appreciate you, man, coming through, kicking it. You know what I'm saying? As usual. No, it's been a great time.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, all right, I'll talk to you next time, brother.
Already, man. Make sure you look up that Jim Derrick Goddess cat, though, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure.
All right.
All right, love.
All right, everybody in the chat, thank y'all for coming. But tonight is the night. Happy Mother's Day again to all of y'all. It's been great, but it's late. It's been on here 3 hours and 30 minutes. Woo, man. I love y'all. I don't want to leave, but I got to go right now. All right.